Live in 3, 2. We are live.
Hello everyone, and welcome to Vigil, Wildemount Chronicles. Before we pass things over to our benevolent and kind Dungeon Master, I'm gonna run us through some announcements. The first of which is thanking our sponsors, Little Dragon Corp and Cardboard Castle Games. Little Dragon Corp is a Canadian dice company that supplies all kinds of cool tabletop gear. You can check out their Twitter at LittleDragonCo1 to stay updated on all their awesome products, and use the coupon code PROBONUS, PROBONUS, when you head over to littledragoncorp.com, and they'll give you 10% off your order. Cardboard Castle Games is a lovely game store local to the Evans, Georgia area. Please give them your patronage if you ever find yourself there, or if you don't, check them out online. Don't forget to check out our other games. The schedule should be posted below the Twitch video feed, and you can also do ! schedule in the chat. But basically, we stream every day here at Proficiency Bonus. We have games for several of the major published modules, as well as some homebrew games, and some of our games even feature systems other than Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition, so hopefully we've got something up your alley. We also have a community Discord with public channels now, so there should be a Discord banner button on our Twitch page. You can also do the chat command for that, that will link you to it. And we're also starting up subscriber games, so if you subscribe to our Twitch, you can sign up to join a game run by one of our lovely DMs, and the info for that is located in our Discord, so that's double the reason to join and vibe with us. Also, thank you to Adrian Von Ziegler for some of the music that we use here on the Wednesday games. He's a really talented composer with great content usage rules. You can check out his YouTube and his Patreon, and support him if you can. Kristy, Mystichour?
Sorry, I had to unmute on stream. Yeah, no Mystic Hour tomorrow. Tomorrow's Star Wars? Star Wars tomorrow! Like I said, Mystic Hour is going to be a little bit hit and miss for a little while, but we do have something special planned coming in May due to some sort of game dropping that month. So there's going to be something special happening in May, but up until then, you might see me around, you might not. We might get some new content filtered in and filtered out, but until then, enjoy some Star Wars.
That is it for my announcements, unless anyone has anything else.
Well, I mean, we have a pretty big announcement. We have an extra person here.
Hey, what's that over there?
We will get into maybe their character sometime this session, hopefully. But or I could just be a complete jerk of a DM and
just leave me sitting here.
You just get to hang out. But
yeah,
no.
I finally am taking a player's seat.
Yes.
So I am very excited.
But so last we left off, the Iron Line finally made their way out of the Kowalska jungles. They spent a night in the jungle with a tribe of what looked to be a mix between Tabaxi and Leonin individuals. They called themselves the Twilight Strand. They had a nice meal, enjoyed their culture a little bit, and in the morning they were able to, with the help of one of their elders of the tribe, step through a tree and skip some time on the way back to Nicodranus. So they made their way back, had a little bit of fun in the city, got a sword is being enchanted as we speak, and did some shopping. And that is where we left off. We left off actually them entering a shop, but during our downtime of in between streams, we went ahead and did some, if they wanted to buy anything from the shop. Unfortunately, they did not have any money or the desire to buy any of the wonderful items that this shop had to offer. So we pick up where they are exiting this fine establishment. What would you all like to do?
There are some nice things in there, but I mean, I remember the prices being a little bit lower when I was younger. Especially the identification. Too much.
Yeah. Speaking of money, so we are going to be paid by Shashay when we arrive back in Port Zoon, but Well, we've been making very good time so far on this trip, and those of us who may be on a timeline for it would not be so indisposed by overland travel that there would be issues. So perhaps we should look into maybe. I mean, what better reason to hire a mercenary company than to guard a caravan? And there are shipments between Port Zoon and the other cities all the time.
That is such a good idea. You need to go back home anyway. You said we are ahead of schedule and make a little bit of extra coin. I like the way you think, Tremayne. It's good to have you back, by the way.
It's good to be back. That was unfortunate.
Weird.
Oh,
If that, so we could go look around and see if there's any caravans. I can tap some people, maybe.
Reksha and Zach, does that sound good?
I mean, it's fine by me.
You're muted, baby.
Reksha is muted at the moment, though.
Reksha is just mouthing.
Reksha!
No, it sounds perfectly fine.
Alright,
better.
then let's go.
We can hit up some of the taverns. We can hit up the market. We'll see.
as you're walking through the town, you're seeing different kind of like stalls and stuff like that selling different kinds of like basically street food and like some fruits and stuff like that. But as you're walking past one of the main gates to Nicodranus, you actually hear someone yelling over the crowd, and they're saying, excuse me, if anybody need of work, we are currently looking for a few more individuals to set off to Port Zoon tomorrow. If anybody would...
Wow, what a
Yes,
wonderful
party.
coincidence.
Right?
That is so
So
wonderful.
convenient. I fucking love it.
It is almost like it was divine providence, if you believe in
Fate,
that sort
right?
of thing.
I mean, how you said there are caravans that go between these two cities all the time?
Yes,
I
but to
mean,
find
this
one
is-
within 5 minutes of leaving the shop is wonderful. You know,
We're very good at what we do!
Reksha, I saw you kind of mouthing silently a few minutes ago. Was that a prayer to Mordin?
Did Mr. Mori send this
Did
work
Mr.
to
Morris
us?
send this work?
If that's what you'd like to believe, I don't like to ask him for favors too often.
Look, I know this city pretty well. There is always something that is going to find you. It is part of the magic of Nicodranus.
Well, we should go and talk to this person.
As you approach, this individual is standing on the top of a
Actually, I
wagon.
want to take a boat.
No boats.
They're all gone.
This
They
is a
all got
wagon.
destroyed.
No
Yeah.
They're all
boats.
sank.
Unfortunate. No. This individual is standing atop of a single horse-drawn wagon. That looks like he is standing in where basically the driver sits on a little like bench that's on the front, and it is a human male. Looks a little older, and like kind of like a graying beard. Pretty well kept though, and also starting to gray in the hair a little bit. But he's standing up, sees you all approaching, and are you mercenaries for hire by any chance? You look like the sort that looks like you could use some work. Is that the case?
You have a good eye, my friend. And we are very well armed and colorful, and yes, we are the Iron Line.
Well, it's nice to meet you. My name is Torsten, and this is my wife Nissi, and there's a human woman also. Looks about to be the same age as the gentleman, But as he says her name, she walks out behind this wagon. It seems like she was like attending to something, and just kind of like just waves, doesn't really say anything. But yes, we are currently looking to leave tomorrow around noon to set off towards Port Zoon. We are actually looking for 4 more individuals.
Well, that
And
works
just the right
perfectly.
number as well. There are 4 people in our group.
It's like it was the stars aligned, it seems. But it's a 3-day travel. I'm assuming you already knew that. And we are offering 200 gold apiece. Does that sound fair to everyone?
Yeah.
What sort of things are you transporting?
Fair question. He jumps down from the wagon, walks back to the back, and you see it is an enclosed carriage type vehicle, and he reveals what's inside, and it's a whole bunch of different kind of like crates and boxes, but you do see hanging out of some of the crates is sets of armor, some weapons. We are actually making our way to Port Zoon to get these armor and weapons refurbished or scrapped for making new pieces. And we're currently contracted by the Silverbone Smithing Guild there. Which immediately, Reksha, you would recognize the name. This is the guild that has tried to recruit you to become a smith for them numerous times.
Yeah.
Yeah. That is ran by the leader of Port Zoon. So.
I'm quite well acquainted with them. Yes, I can make sure that. Well, we can make sure that these get back to that smithing company.
I mean, they're very, very good. They're probably the best well-known in all of Port Zoon, but they know that, and they may try to upcharge you a little bit. Just for the quality.
I actually work for them. I do this trade route quite often, yes.
That is good.
Yeah.
Okay. When they do it internally, it's fine, but in the past, there's been, a little bit of price gouging. You never know.
Of course. Yeah.
I want to just make sure that anyone that is doing business knows exactly what they're getting into.
I appreciate your concern. Anyway, so
he's like,
the job that you will be doing is, of course, keeping watch at night, along with during the day. I'm assuming that is no issue for what looks to be a seasoned group of mercenaries. And just making sure me and my wife get there and our inventory there safely.
Yeah, that is no problem.
We have heard rumors that there have been attacks on some of these caravans actually in the past month or so on this road, so we're looking to beef up our protection. So,
well, we have a pretty well-regimented watch schedule, and we even have a lovely Drow friend here who keeps watch for a good part of the night. He's very good at seeing in the dark.
That is very good to hear. By the way, you said your company's name is the Iron Lion, but what is your all's name, if you don't mind me asking?
Dumka Ralene. A pleasure.
Nice to meet you.
Zaknafein.
Nice to meet you.
Say it with a little bit of a smile.
Gilad?
Oh. I'm sorry, what'd you say?
Tremayne Gilad.
Okay. It's nice to meet you also. Just Reksha. Okay.
Yes.
Well, there is actually another individual that will be accompanying us. And he yells out, Beckett, would you come join us for a second, please? If you would like to describe your character.
Back from around the cart. He has long, like just below his shoulder length brown hair that he's currently got pulled up in a bun at the top of his head. Facial hair, if we're talking just like normal ethnicities, he looks to be Asian. He's wearing black armor that's kind of layered a lot. You guys have seen the art, but it's got different layers on the pauldrons and on the leather. And he's wearing green pants with a purple sash around his waist and knee-high brown boots. So he'll jump down from the cart and come around. Yes, you needed something.
Yes, these are the 4 other individuals that we will be hiring for the journey. So you probably want to make yourself acquainted.
Pleasure to meet you. I'm
with them.
Beckett. Holds his hand out to shake whoever would like to take his hand.
Oh, I'll shake your hand. Sorry. I'm so good at shaking hands. A pleasure, Beckett.
He's an elf also.
It's nice to meet you, Tremayne, and she will shake your hand.
I'm Reksha, and he will kind of like do a little bow to get like a little closer to your height and just reach out and shake. Big hand.
I'm Zaknafein.
Pleasure to meet you all.
Do you also work for this company?
No, I've just been hired on as a hand to be taken, or to be going with them back to Port Zoon.
Oh yeah, very easily you see when Beckett says no, Zach relaxes much more.
He has like weapons, right? Like a sword, a long sword.
I think he has a long sword on his belt and a shield on his back.
Tremayne can't size people up. She's trying to size him up just to see like what he's about. Do his weapons and shield look like very like well kept? Like maybe this is a baby boy, or are they like dinged and nicked?
They are only, I would say, only dinged and nicked a little bit. They do look to be very nice, newish weapons. And they've got this sort of orange and yellow swirled sort of stone set in each of the hilt of it.
For chat's sake, there may be a gold bet going on of what class Beckett might be.
Yeah, they're guessing.
We'll figure that out. Maybe.
Or maybe not.
I mean, we have the rest of the day. Got to pick up a sword. We're getting commissioned in the morning, but I mean, I'll turn to the guy that is hiring us. Do you need? Can we take him with us?
Can we take him?
Can we just? I mean, if you want him to stay, he can stay. But I mean,
I don't mind staying to help if you need it.
I think we are perfectly fine if you all want to.
Do we
have one more night of freedom for the 3 days? So.
Well, I'm just saying, they say get to know him, and if we're going to be guarding a caravan, I want to know that.
I like to know everyone that's carrying a sword.
That's fair.
Yes.
Fair.
It's good to know if we can trust each other.
Yeah.
I'm quite interested in what you're capable of.
Well, I'm more than happy to have a conversation about that then.
Conversation? Is that what they call it now? I look at Reksha with like.
Reksha looks at you like no idea what you're talking about.
Beck, do you like to drink?
Beckett, please. And yes.
Beckett, do you like to drink?
I do.
All right. Are you staying at an inn?
Am I staying at an inn?
You probably have you'd probably stay at some kind of inn. Coming from the port side, you would probably actually be pointed towards the same one that they're staying at. So just, the Shore Stars is what the inn is called.
Okay. So I'm staying at the Shore Stars.
Everything just lines up today to be quite convenient.
What a coincidence, we are also staying there.
I'm surprised we haven't already run into each other.
We just got back into town.
Fair
Just
enough.
last night, so. Alright. How about drinks and food, a little bit of talking, and get your sword in the morning?
Sounds good to me.
A little bit of role play, and then we. Wonderful.
So you all start making your way back through the city of Nicodranas. I'm assuming, are you all heading to the Shore Stars currently, or did you have something else in mind?
No, that's probably a good place to start.
Okay. So you all enter the inn that is quite familiar to you all. I will describe it again for Chel since they
Thank
did not
you.
get the description last time. It is an inn. Is a grand building of timber and brick walls with a black tile roof. It is decorated. It is decorated and brightly lit by glowing gemstones set in the ceiling, which is why you gathered that it is called the Shore Stars. But accommodation consists of several large rooms with beds and feathered mattresses, or single rooms for privacy. As you all enter, currently there isn't much individuals here in the dining room area, so it is free to pick wherever you would like to sit. And
Hey,
what would you?
Ink, do you remember, was our really, really terrible, I had like the terrible jam session that I rolled like a 2 performance check.
Yeah.
Last night, or was that today?
That was last night.
Last night, I'm pretty sure.
Okay, cool. Just making sure in case I needed to entertain people again.
Oh God.
We came back, we were like, we didn't die, let's drink a bunch, and then you did that.
You did that.
You did that.
You did do that.
You know, I have a +5 to performance, okay?
You were just
Uh-huh.
rolling real
really
bad.
low.
Yeah, but you were drunk.
Yeah, see, yeah.
All right. Well, let's get if we can get the table that we were at last night. Actually, that's our table now.
Yeah, it is open. You all take a seat around the table, and the individual, the barkeep named Thordan, comes over to you. Any drinks or food for you currently, or should I come back later?
I'll have an ale, please.
1 ale? Sure.
Brandy.
Ale for me too.
Might have the peckish. Something to eat.
Sure.
Something on a bone.
We have some fresh steamed shrimp available. Would that be fine with you?
I'd love some shrimp. That
Yeah,
would
I'll
be
have an
wonderful.
order of that and brandy.
All right. Anything for you? And he looks towards Reksha.
Anything filling large portions, please. I'm not picky.
All right.
Surprise me.
Sure. And he turns and walks towards the bar area and then into a back room. Takes about 5 minutes or so. Comes out with your typical like waiter tray of food and beverages sitting on top. Hands them out. Since Reksha asked for a big plate of food, you got actually a big serving of steamed shrimp. This is actually steamed shrimp with sugar and spelt bread.
All right.
So, hands
Love the
out the
things they
food
come
to
up
everybody.
with here.
This is quite good. Yes. You all enjoy. If you need anything else, just come and find me, and I will be happy to accommodate. And he walks away after handing everybody's.
Did he give us like a bill, or are we like on like a tabs, or are we about to dine and dash in our own hotel?
It's assumed that you would pay before leaving,
Okay.
but you know you do if you want to. You do you. You are staying here, so.
I didn't know.
But you know.
I dine and dash upstairs.
He didn't say like it's 5 gold or anything, so I never.
You typically have to go back
Ignore
up.
me.
It's like a thing you go up to the
gotta
like,
check
bar. Yeah, basically.
Yeah. Or they'll remember your face and then they'll stab you.
You all are having a nice time, having some food, some drinks at this table in this inn. If you all would like to talk about anything, or
so, if you could just open up your backstory,
Flip to the back of the book.
Everything.
Tell us the ending.
And just kind
and
of
then
go from there.
Yeah.
Have you been staying in Nicojanus long?
No, I just got in on a ship just a few days ago.
Oh shit!
Coming in
Where were you
from
coming from?
I bet he said shit.
Came in on a shit.
Oh shit!
Oh shit.
I came from Isilra.
Silver.
Wait, isn't that?
Everyone, where is that?
if I would
I
just
do
say
like
a
a
general
history.
intelligence check for
All right.
this thing.
Alright, let's see.
I'm not gonna make
Come
that.
on, smart people, you got this.
Yeah,
I got this.
Yep.
Alright,
Okay,
Reksha got no
here
clue.
we go, Reksha.
16 minus 1.
All right,
Okay.
15.
Not
here
bad,
we
yeah.
go.
Everyone.
19.
12.
Okay. Dumka, are you rolling or?
10.
Okay. Anybody above 15? So
19.
Reksha and Zach. You don't know much about this area. However, you do know that the major city there is named Vasselheim. And that is where the last battle with Vecna took place recently. About 20 years ago. Outside of that is, it's a typically a more holy city. But outside of that, you don't really know much about it since it's really far away.
I didn't.
So
Yeah, isn't it like it's to the north of Marquette, isn't it?
I believe
Sorry,
so.
that's-
I would have to look up the world
Yeah.
map again, but I believe so. Yeah.
It's quite a ways to be traveling.
He just smiles.
He's allowed to smile.
I'm sorry, I don't trust it when Chel goes. They just smile.
You can't use my DMing and my NPCs as like a sounding board to go off here.
I mean,
What about you, or where are you from? Are you from Port Zoon?
nods.
Yep.
Originally from Marquette for me, so I have made a similar ship journey. It is very daunting, but been in Port Zoon for quite some time. We're going home.
That is actually
I'm
where
just
we
traveling.
have. Oh. We I don't know if you overheard the conversation with our new employer, but we actually are a mercenary company, and that is where we are stationed out of.
I have been taking very odd jobs over the past however long. It's been a very long time. Are you perhaps hiring?
Any proven warriors, combatants, mages who can demonstrate a high level of skill and proficiency with weapons or combat magic may apply to join the Iron Line, but it is very exclusive. We only work
Undoubtedly.
We only work for the most noble.
Reksha is like looking over at Tremayne right now, like, what are you talking about?
Can I see the discrepancy between what Tremaine is saying and the reactions of the people around me?
Make an insight check for me.
Oh wow. 25.
So
I
they
mean,
have a
yeah. So like, yeah, would you?
Yeah, you're probably able to determine that.
So he's sitting here, he's smiling, but it's only a very like slight smile, and he's just looking around and just nodding along with what Tremayne is saying.
Our proficiency bonus is +3 right now, so you could get away. You could.
25. Huh?
We're fairly.
reverse math.
We're still new, but we are going back home to hopefully close out what has been a pretty good higher end job. And we were gonna take the caravan. We were gonna take the caravan back for a little extra gold instead of taking a ship.
Good for you.
Thank you.
Getting work as mercenary is hard. I've been attempting to find odd jobs here and there.
I mean, you look equipped for it.
I like to think so.
We shall see.
I'm more than happy to prove myself.
Not that we want the caravan to be attacked. It would be wonderful if we can just not be attacked.
But it would be exciting if it was the other way around. I understand.
It would be a good interview.
And also keep in mind that we did find that that mall that Reksha has, that what he wants to practice with. Why start 3 days from now and we could start bright and early tomorrow? We already beat the shit out of each other like every day. Might as well start at the club. You can jump in with us, is what I'm trying to say. We can have a free for all. Just everybody beating the shit out of each other.
Sounds like fun.
There we go.
Yeah, I think when he says sounds fun, like Tremayne will probably like slap the table and be like, yeah, and then try to like clink glasses with everybody.
He will.
Clink glasses,
And then
yeah.
chug.
I just have a shrimp.
You are a shrimp.
Wow.
Code. You can't keep being rude to me like this.
Oh right. Also, they have a kid walking around with them. Completely forgot about this. Yeah, they have a kid.
Yeah,
They have a kid walking around with
Oh
them.
yeah.
Whoops.
You didn't
Wait,
say
what?
it in the recap, so I forgot.
I know. I
the
completely
whiteboard.
forgot too.
No, wait. I thought we left him in the hotel to do the shopping.
Did you?
Or did he?
No,
No,
he
he
came
was-
with
no,
us.
he
Remember,
came with
he was
you.
looking. He was looking at some of the weapons in the weapon shop.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's
He's
a
been
gold
there.
dragonborn
Yep.
teen with us. There's just a teen.
He would have introduced himself because he's not rude. His name is Valrek.
We
Oh my god.
We normally don't forget NPCs that are with us.
That's okay.
Yeah,
But
I
yeah,
killed
so
it. Stop.
there's a child dragonborn, or well, teen dragonborn with them that is also just kind of sitting at the table eating some of Dumka and Reksha's shrimp
Oh yeah,
when they're
Zach
not looking.
also has a Tressum, so this is her.
Okay.
I forgot she had that too. Because she was tormenting me!
Yeah, and this is, oh god, you're gonna laugh. This is Pick, my little green pseudo dragon.
I love that! Oh, my baby boy!
He's she, I think, this
Oh, my
time.
Pig is my baby boy, though.
Pick is your baby boy, but he came back. He's back.
So, you said that you wanted to know a bit about my abilities. I'm also very curious about your own.
That is fair.
I asked first.
I'm very equipped to handle a sword, and I do have a bit of magic as well that I think might assist.
Interesting.
Well, I would say I'm a little bit of the opposite, mostly with the magic, but then I can also handle a sword. But I would list the magic first off.
What kind of magic?
Mostly the hurt people kind, to be entirely honest. However, there are a couple new tricks that I've been working on.
My father was a sorcerer.
In fact, truly, then, are you implying you as well?
No.
That. Oh, I thought that was how it worked.
Not always.
I suppose that's true. My father was not necessarily a mage.
It can be passed down, but not always. My brother doesn't
Alright.
have any magic.
And there's a brother?
My twin
Did he
brother.
come with you?
No.
Oh, I see. Zach is my half-brother. Emphasis on the half.
Not even blood related, to be fair.
Family is family. I don't think it matters if you're blood related or not.
I agree.
I agree. Well, I would showcase something, but it's very hard to showcase my magic without breaking something. But
That's fair. I'm sure I'll
I'm good-
see it eventually.
I'm good for it.
I'm sure I'll
good
see it
for it.
eventually.
Personally, if you want to know, I'm very good with a lot of weapons. Like a lot of weapons.
Like all of them.
Like all of them. Every kind. I've trained with a lot of weapons.
I've
Even
trained
the
with
Bardo
quite a
book.
few different weapons as well.
Yeah, I was training actually to be a Zalezo, but I had to stop for some family reasons. But as far as the magic goes, not my thing.
I also, it's not with me, it's upstairs in my room, but I also am very, very well trained in a longbow.
That
I've been meaning to get something that will help with like the distance.
do you do archery, Tremayne?
I've practiced it, but I was thinking of getting perhaps like javelins or something. That's more my speed.
Hmm.
Mhm.
Go
I
on, you two. There you go.
I myself, I suppose I am more along the lines of I help people. I am a cleric. But I do like to get in there and bash things every now and again. Very often. I enjoy it more than I do have clerical magic though. I'm proficient at healing and helping, but also very good at hurting.
Both are very useful skills.
Looks over at Zach.
He just shrugs. I'm a fashion designer.
Also a very useful skill.
I mean, I have basic martial arts training, but yeah.
He's very bendy. There were these werewolves once, okay, and one like took a swipe at him, and his back bent almost all the way, and he just came right back up like a young sapling, just boing.
Zach is also incredibly modest. He's a very excellent scout. Even if you don't like to hit things, you see them before they hit us.
That's the benefit of having drow eyes, I suppose.
And that is the Iron Line.
Oh, it's wonderful to meet you all.
Puts an arm around one, puts an arm around the other. I don't know who it is. But
No, go ahead if you want. If you're gonna keep going.
nope, I was gonna just start the bullshitting. So
Okay.
go continue the wonderful narrative.
But as you all are having the food, the drink, the nice conversation, the time starts to draw close to dark. Some dinner rush starts to come in. Place starts to get more and more people inside the tavern area. But eventually, if no one else wanted to do anything, You get ready for rest. Everybody heads up to their own separate rooms. Malrek still sharing a room with Dumka. And everybody can have a long rest, even though technically I don't think it matters as of right now. But everybody gains another long rest. And in the morning, everybody wakes up, well rested. Dumka, you had the weird thinking again during sleep. You don't suffer a point of exhaustion, but every couple hours, every hour or so, you just wake up thinking someone is again watching you from the rooftop next door.
I know that Beckett has magic. He has weapons. He has a bow. He could shoot me from a different rooftop. Right inside the window. I pull the curtains shut. I tell Pick, when we are going on this trip, I need you to watch. If he offers to do a watch, you just need to watch him, okay? He sounds like he is very skilled and he could... I do not want him to get close to me.
You hear in your head, of course, Dumka, but I don't you think you may be a little too paranoid than usual? What?
We have a child to take care of. I am not going to let him get hurt on my watch.
Of course.
Or me, or my brother, or Reksha, or Tremayne.
I will keep an eye.
Thank you, man.
Of course.
It is only for safety. If he does not do anything, then wonderful.
Ryan, get some more sleep, please.
Yes, I will get more sleep.
And Pix will also kind of just, as you go to lay down, will kind of snuggle up to you on next to your side and do like the cat thing, curl into a ball.
The claws.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's just okay.
But yes, you wake up in the morning. You are like I said, you are not exhausted, and everybody makes their way down to morning breakfast. If you wanted to grab food here, or just use rations or whatever you may have at your disposal, that is up to you.
Continental with the buffet and the eggs and the thing.
How much would the drinks and like food just for like a couple of days have been?
Well, as
Make
you
sure I
all go
pay that.
to leave the inn, as you go to return your key, you each one of you all gets a bill. And for Tremayne, it is 4 silver pieces. Zach and Reksha also 4 silver pieces, and same with Beckett. But for Dumka, it's 8 silver pieces. Because you and the kid is tacked onto your...
The same.
Yeah. So.
Alright. That's fair.
But you get a free breakfast meal if you would like before leaving. And as you're squared up money-wise, you exit onto the streets of Nicodranus once again. I'm assuming heading to
Naga's Blades.
the Naga's Blades to pick up your weaponry.
I've missed Penelope so much. I've never been a whole day without her. I am excited to get her back.
You're being strong. Kind of just like pats Tremayne on the back.
I hope they treated her well. I hope they didn't rewrap the handle. It had just the right amount of like, it was worn in, and when you put the new leather wraps on it, it's much harder to
But then you get the joy of breaking it in again. Forming new memories.
It's not the same.
If you
Maybe it
still
will
have
have
the leather, I can
magic
rewrap
wrap.
it for you.
Tremayne is walking very fast.
Uh-oh.
It's like, let's go.
Okay.
So, did you guys take me with you to do this, or okay?
Oh yeah, we would have waited for you.
Okay, I need to go to the dock area to pick something up. If you'd like to come with me, you can, or I can just meet you at the caravan.
I'll go with you.
It might be a good idea to be acquainted.
And I'm very acquainted with many of the people here. I will go with Beckett, and we will both meet you back at the caravan.
Okay. Actually, I don't pick up on anything. I'm dumb as fuck. Okay.
Yeah, do I pick up on anything is a better question.
I have
Trying to
good
pick up on.
I don't know, just the way he said that was like,
Yeah.
you know, I'll
Get
go with
acquainted to pick
Beckett.
something up.
Oh.
Can I insight?
Oh, wait, are you trying to incite Dumka?
No, I'm
inside
inciting
thinking
Beckett.
Oh,
Doom.
I don't know this man.
Make two insight, like one for each of you. Since one's for Dumka and one's for Beckett.
I feel like I'm the one being suspicious.
Yeah, it was like, I'll go with Beckett. My insight is...
Yeah, Beckett was probably like, okay.
yeah,
That was just me trying to not instinctively say Beck.
it's
That's
dirty.
fair. That's
It's a
fair.
dirty 20 for my insight.
15 plus
Okay.
7, so 22.
Sure. I mean, for Zach inciting Beckett, it doesn't seem like there's any ill intent
Okay.
in their words, if that's what you were worried about.
Yeah.
For Reksha, what are you trying to glean?
Oh, like, not to, like, metagame, but, like, the way he said it, I was just trying to pick up on, like, the tone that Ink gave to it, where it was, like, clearly, like, kind of accusatory, like...
I mean, that might have been a little bit more ink than Dumka. Dumka's probably being very...
Yeah, I know, but, like, just picking up on that kind of, like, sort of suspicion.
I will say it does look like Dumka didn't get a really good night's sleep. Like, he's got some of, like, the bags under his eyes a little bit. But, so you get the sense that maybe he didn't sleep very well last night.
But
The party splits up and goes...
Valorek will...
is
Kid,
going with
who-
Dumka.
Okay. Just making sure he's
Yeah.
accounted for.
Valorek is typically, like, staying with Dumka unless he is told not to. It seems like Valorek has made a bond with Dumka a little bit.
Val, I know that you were looking at some things in the weaponsmithy. Was there something that you wanted? You should probably have something to defend yourself just in case something bad happens.
I mean, I don't have any money or anything like that to buy anything. But
What did you want?
I was being trained by my father in swordplay, but I was still learning. So like a small dagger or something like that, I wouldn't mind having.
I do need to roll for this because I care about this kid, but I hate giving money away. Here. I take a... How much is a regular like short sword or long sword? Hold on,
I think like 8 gold or something. Hold on, let me find.
I will give him a platinum piece.
Oh, okay. Sure. That should be enough to
Get what you feel comfortable with. I hope that you don't have to use it, but go with the others.
Sure. I can do that.
Pat.
So
Go.
Short
Take it by
sword
the
is-
shoulders.
it's 10
Short
gold.
sword is 10 golds. That's perfect.
Get perfect amount of money. So
Dumka does good with prices.
So Valeric, I guess, will turn around and run off and try and catch up with the other 3. But so you see him show up as you're starting to walk away into the square of this district. So we'll keep with the group going to
The dock.
No, Naga's blades first, because we got.
They're gonna do some. They're gonna have that bottom solidarity speech.
No, we're not.
But yeah, so you quickly arrive at the Naga's blades. As you enter the shop, they seem to be working on a few different. You hear a lot of different banging from the back, as it seems like they're doing some forging. But the same dwarven lady that was there before says, "Oh, it's back for your weapon, I'm assuming. We have it right here." And she takes it off, sets it. It is wrapped in a nice cloth. Sets it on the counter for you. Hopefully, it is up to your standards. But you unwrap it. You unwrap it. The sword is very. You can tell that it has this magical essence to it now. It has that shine, that sheen of a fresh sword, freshly made, freshly oiled. But you get the sense that it probably will never lose that effect now. But you do have your +1 greatsword, and they didn't seem to mess with the hilt at all. So your wraps are still the same as you left it. But as you're there...
She's beautiful, thank you.
It was my pleasure.
I already paid, right?
Yes, you already paid.
Okay.
As you're finishing up this transaction, Valrak comes up to the individual and... excuse me, I would like to buy these. And he actually comes up with 2 daggers instead of a short sword. How much would these be? And those are about 2 gold apiece. And he hands them the platinum piece and gets some change. But typically we have a celebration with some ale, but I don't think you are of the correct age to do that. So I will have yours for you. And she pours a double shot of her bottled ale behind the bottle.
You are allowed to buy the capacity to kill, but you are not allowed to drink a little bit of ale.
Look.
Thank you for your patronage. Is there anything else I can get for any of you?
No, you look like I'm gonna get sauced in about 20 minutes. Get out of here.
I will be fine.
Does she get sauced on really busy days?
She probably gets wasted.
Every retail worker wishes that they could be sauced by 10 o'clock in the morning.
Have a wonderful day, Reksha will say to her.
You too.
I will exit.
Alright, so you all exit back into the streets and start making your way towards the gate where you're supposed to meet your employers. So the other two, you make your way towards the docks. This is actually a quicker stroll than it is to the blacksmith. So you get there relatively quickly, about 10-15 minute walk. And you arrive at the docks. And what would you be doing, Beckett?
I'm gonna find just any dock that doesn't have a ship at it and just walk to the end of it, and I'm gonna put my fingers in my mouth and I'm gonna whistle really loud.
So this whistle goes out, and Dumka, make a perception check for me.
Okay. 6.
You don't see anything until a loud splash in the water comes shooting out of the water. Would you like to describe what actually comes shooting out of the water?
Yeah, it actually just sent art too. So she's a little drake.
Victoria's
I know. She's got horns that come up the top of her head, and also horns that come down on her cheek and move forward, and horns down her back. She's black, but the leather of her wings is purple. She looks like she was just swimming. And she will jump out of the water and onto the dock and kind of stretch her wings out and shake the water off. And he like grabs the horns like on her face and does that thing you do with dogs where you're like, and then turns to you.
That's
why I said we should be acquainted.
You actually speak Draconic, correct?
Yes, I do. Yeah, pick.
You actually hear a voice come from this creature. Who's your new friend, Beckett?
Would you like to introduce yourself?
I think I would like to hear their name first.
I will give a little bit of a. He's like, oh my god, it's always dragons. I will give a low bow and I will say in Draconic, I will say, hello, my name is Dumka.
They speak Draconic too. Interesting.
This is Pick.
They look up at Pick on your shoulder. My name is it Serene? Is that how
Saren.
you pronounce it? Saren. Okay.
Yeah.
My name is Saren. It's nice to meet you. Is there a reason you're introducing us, Beckett?
They're going to be traveling with us in the caravan.
Well then, it is nice to meet you, I guess.
It is. Yes. I'm going to be honest. I'm a little surprised. I did not know that this is what you were going. I thought you were going to get like a box.
No.
Did you ride on the ship?
Yes.
It is a Saren?
Saren.
Yes. Her name is Saren.
It is a pleasure to meet you, Saren. I will say I feel a little bit safer.
Did you not feel safe before?
You can always feel safer.
I guess that's true.
Mm.
Should we be going, or are we just going to sit here and stare at me for...
No, we can be going.
I do not know how to... I don't want to be rude. I want to... Saren is... I have not seen many... Is it polite to say creatures like you? What? How do I go about saying this? Are you like a young dragon?
No, I what you would call a drake.
Do I know what a drake is outside of dragons?
I would assume so. Just because of what your fascination with dragons. I would say you'd probably know what a drake is, yeah. Or at least read about them. Or heard stories.
Is this common out west? It's been quite a long time since I've been... So, I do not know.
Is what would you say? Is what common?
Having a drake.
I honestly, I don't know.
Well, the first that I've met. So perhaps not so. But good to know. Very good to know. I'm sure you enjoyed your swim. We can find the others, and I'm sure they will be just as surprised as I am.
I am very used to people being surprised at the sight of me. But let's go. And she will follow Beckett close by as you all walk through the town. You do draw attention from most people here. And Dumka, this actually makes your issue a little worse, as everybody is just staring and like gawking at your new companion. But you all make your way through the city, arrive at the caravan, with the other group already there waiting.
As they come into view, there's just like a brief moment of like, maybe it's Dunamantic magic where a freaking gold coin from each of us just vanishes and appears in Zach's wallet, and no one knows that it's happening, but that's...
Right. But...
I'm removing 1 gold.
My poor gold.
Yes, Kristy won the bet. Well, that's...
I said it's all going to the Iron Line. Ink, to clarify, do we have an actual Iron Line, like, party fund?
I'm looking it up. I gave.
Thought we did.
No,
we didn't.
3 of Cups. We don't have the Iron Line.
Oh, maybe that's
on D&D
no.
Beyond.
We don't have it on D&D Beyond. We recommended it. I'm just looking up how much we gave our workers to pay them for.
See if I wrote that down.
I believe we put. I want to say that we gave them a month. We gave them a month's worth of pay
That sounds about right.
You did do that, yes.
up front, and have since not put more money into it.
No. Yeah.
And it is still currently that month.
Yeah.
So at the end of this month, we will put together a party fund because they will have used up all of the pay that we've given them.
Oh, so we use the party fund to pay the people. I got you.
Mm-hmm.
Got you. That makes
Yeah.
more sense.
Yeah, for this month.
Okay. I can just put it in my notes.
I mean,
For now?
there's
It's 3 gold. You
No,
can
but I'm
keep
also
it
gonna be
infinitely,
because in my head, Zach hasn't been making as much money as you because he's putting it straight into the company. So I need to know how much. So I will make a note of that.
Okay, and I will keep a second copy of it because
Okay.
Dumka keeps track of the finances anyway.
Okay.
Okay. This is this is a whole thing.
So your newfound companions walk up towards the wagon. Both Beck and Dumka, along with a new friend.
Whoa! What is that? Where did you find that?
This is my companion. This is what I was fetching from the harbor.
Dumka's like, it's a drake. She is a drake.
Yes.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
She's beautiful.
Thank you.
What food does she like?
Oh, she does most of her own hunting, but I suppose any sort of meat.
Kind of like looks at Saren for like a while. I'm sure I could make something to her like.
I'm
Looks
sure
back
she
up
would
to
love
you
that.
as you're staring at her.
He's going over recipes in his head right now. Completely zoned out.
Well,
Beckett, they took that a little bit better than I thought they would.
Me too. He says back in Draconic.
So you all do hear this Drake speak in language that you've heard Dumka speak before. Does anybody else speak Draconic?
God, I wish.
Primordial.
Yeah.
I am probably the I've studied the Draconic language, but the others are not going to be able to understand her.
I can translate.
Okay. She does speak. I look at all of you.
I figure.
Well, I feel very bad for whoever is attacking these caravans.
Roasted lamb.
But not too bad. But not too much.
Well, it's probably safety in numbers. The likeliness has probably gone down with this many people. And
it is concerning, all of these targets, especially if it has been more weapons and armor shipments, especially to go to Port Zoon, because that would mean now the people that are attacking caravans are better armed and armored. Did our mutual employer mention if the attacks that have been happening were specifically on more of his caravans, or was it just in general? Did he say
No, it's in
anything?
general. It's not just these caravans. It seems like there's been more attacks recently on the road, which is very strange. Most of you all would know that because these roads are typically well
traveled,
patrolled and traveled by individuals. So strange.
If the Dark Phoenix operated outside of Port Zoon, he would have it cleaned up immediately. Someone should let him know. Maybe he can outsource a little bit.
The Dark Phoenix.
Yes! When we get to Port Zoon, I will tell you all about him. The Dark Phoenix is Port Zoon's own masked protector. He does the job that the Zalezo is not able to do, and he makes sure that the people are safe and that the criminals are captured, but he only operates at night. And he seems to have strange powers. No one's ever been able to catch him.
Fascinating.
He very much so is.
You seem to be quite the fan.
I am unashamedly a big fan of anyone that does the work that the Dark Phoenix does. Sometimes the Lezo can be a little bit lazy.
Fair enough.
This time you see the wife and husband that is keeping the caravan show back up with a horse, and I'm assuming everybody's ready to go since we're all here.
Yeah, I assume I grabbed my horse too, Ben. I forgot about the horse for a second.
Yes, you also grabbed a horse from the stables.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Recheck my bags. Rechecks Dumka's bags.
make sure everything's there.
Oh God, what did he forget? Hold on.
Okay.
Okay, that's a 4 on his history check.
God.
So he forgot to pack his mess kit and his tinderbox.
Can I do a general perception check, because I know he forgets everything?
1 second. Well, Varric rolled a natural 20. Dumka, I think you actually left these in the room. I brought them for you just in case.
Oh, thank you, Valric. I was getting up, so I was making little snacks in the night. I must have forgot to put them back in my bag.
It woke me up, but
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Oh no, it's fine. It's fine.
Thank
but
you
I grabbed them just in. I'm assuming you wanted them, but anyways. Also, this whole time, Valric up until that point has just been like starstruck by this Drake as it walked up, and it's just been like kind of like staring and like gawking at it the whole time. But
you can say hello to him if you want.
Hello. he will say in Draconic. Oh, it's aren't you a little thing?
It's a large creature, right?
She's not large yet.
Not yet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, still growing.
Oh no.
But yeah, is it okay if I touch your horns?
Is that okay? He asks her.
He will. Let me see. Rather you didn't, if that's okay. I just met you. He kind of like, of course, and kind of like puts his head down and like backs away towards Dumka a little bit more. But this is when Torsten comes out with the horse, ties it to the carriage, ready to go.
Yeah.
All right, well, let's set out.
Inky just went.
I'm gonna type it.
I'm ready.
So, who would like to keep watch for the first day of travel?
Dibs.
Sure.
Take it.
Go ahead and roll a perception check for me.
19 plus like 6, so 25.
Okay. And then go ahead and roll a d10 for me.
Oh, fun. 5.
Let me check something really quickly. So, the first day of travel goes well. The weather is nice. There's no storms. There's relatively sunny day. It's a nice day for traveling the roads. And nothing happens during your first day of travel.
Okay.
Yeah.
Reksha just kind of like sits and like makes little snacks while keeping watch. Nibbles on them.
Want to do anything during the travel or anything like that? I will say that most of the wagon is fully packed with crates and different things that they are shipping. So either 2 people can sit in the back, or 1 Reksha could sit in the back of the wagon.
I'll just stay on my horse.
Okay. And this is a covered wagon so you can't see inside of it with the back flap closed.
I will spend at least
Damn, you have a
4
horse?
hours. Hang on.
I'm
I
walking.
want you to bring Sapphire, but you need to take a boat.
I will spend at least 4 hours on the back of the cart, so I could trance.
Yeah, I'm just going to be wherever.
Well, you just woke up from it.
No, I mean
This is
towards the
during the-
end of the day of travel, not like he can walk,
Gotcha.
so he can take watch at night.
Gotcha. I understand what you're talking about now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like
I'm just
if
sitting
no
wherever
one-
it's best. I'm just sitting wherever it's best to watch from.
Well, you'll probably have to. Well, you could either sit in the back of the carriage, because both the 2 front seats are taken by the husband and wife.
Mhm.
So you can either sit in the back of the caravan or back of the wagon and have the flaps open, but you can only really see the back part. You can sit back there, or you would have to walk.
Walking, because I can see more.
Dumka wants to practice now his slight affinity for fire as well as lightning.
Huh?
So he like lights a little match like against his scales, and he'll cast control flames, and he'll just practice. Well, it's almost like if you were like walking and doing cat's cradle, but he's like just passing like a little golf ball sized bit of flame like along his fingers, and like tossing it from hand to hand, stretching it. He's like playing with slime, actually, is probably better. He's like stretching it. And
Okay. Cool.
And he's like, "Oh, this feels more different. This feels much different."
Yeah. Other than that, I think this would actually be a good time to take our break for the night, as we are settling down for a long rest, the first of 2.
Alright.
So.
We will BRB, fam.
the money. It's fine.
We is back.
Oh,
We are
Hello.
back, yes, indeed. So, we left off with the group settling down for a night's rest on the first day of travel. So, anything you all would like to do to prepare for a rest?
I'm taking watch.
Setting up.
What is the terrain around us like?
It is a lot of hilly like plains. There's not many trees. It seems like if you went up to one of the top of the hills, you could get a good vantage point, at least in the close vicinity, while you still have light. But depending on what stage the moon is in, will determine how easy it is to see at nighttime from a distance. So.
I can take a watch when I get back, but I just want to go out with Saren and just hunt with her so she can get some dinner. See if we can find a couple rabbits or something.
Sure, make a survival check for me.
500 million.
17.
Takes you about, I want to say, maybe 20 minutes or so before you find some tracks of some local wildlife. It is indeed some rabbits. You are able to either shoot them with a bow, whatever way you might want to dispose of the creatures, or but you're able to do so, finding Saren some nice food for the night. You make your way back to the camp. Did anybody else want to do anything while they were out? Or just setting up camp in general?
If Reksha's just there, like, sitting and stirring a pot of, like, stew or something, I'm gonna, like, start going over, like, the basics of the mall and, like, explaining the stuff that, like, if someone were to read, like, I think I said, like, the book was, like, Mary's Magnificent Malls. I'm gonna basically, go back to memory of the lessons that I learned reading about malls and explain the basics to him.
Okay.
Not using it, but just, you know.
Yeah, just, yeah.
Just making a small dinner listening to Tremayne
Podcast.
talk about...
A nice little TED Talk during dinner.
Yeah. Very knowledgeable.
Yeah, my parents said that, like, basically the only thing I ever remembered from any lessons that I had was how to fight people. Like, I never really picked up much math or anything, but I usually remembered this stuff, which is why I was gonna become a Zalezo, but didn't work out. But this is how you use them all, and we will start practicing very soon.
I am very excited.
The husband and wife individuals that paid you set up a tent, and before heading to bed, is there anything I need to do before we get a good night's rest for tomorrow's travel? Anything? Did you need anything?
Have you secured all your goods in the wagon?
I mean, they're secure with you all around, correct?
Well, right, but have you also, like, closed all of the crates and everything? You're not just sitting with them out?
They should be all closed. Did any of you open them up?
No, why would we do that?
And they should all be closed.
Okay.
I'm gonna send paws up and to kind of just, like, survey the area while it's still light out. I mean, she probably has dark vision, but she's just chilling.
Well, good night. Good luck on night's watch. I hope
nothing
bad happens during it.
Don't jinx it.
Yeah.
That's suspicious.
That's weird.
Why do you keep...
They always say that.
You started
What?
it, though! Yeah, you!
No, it didn't.
I feel like I'm stepping into something. I'm going to go into the tent now.
You were just telling... You were saying that you were hoping that something exciting would happen.
That is not what I said. I specifically said, I hope that the caravan does not get attacked, but if it
That's
did,
what
it
he
would be a
said.
good... That is a lot different because I was not... The job hadn't started yet, and I was talking about it in reference
just saying
to
you
how it would be a
shouldn't.
good interview for Beckett.
As I walk back into camp holding 3 rabbits.
Nice.
Toss one to Saren.
She quickly catches it in her mouth and starts to chew on it.
Look, I mean, I didn't want to say anything, but since you were going to bring it up,
I'm just...
this job seemed too perfect.
It was your
And then
idea.
there's just a new person who has a big dragon
Brother, this was your idea.
temple.
Can I hear them if I just came back in camp?
Elvish! No, wait, you also speak I'm just quiet. I'm just quiet.
Elvish, wait, no!
Please.
Stealth check, sure. If you're trying to be quiet, make a stealth
No,
check
he's
for me.
so perceptive.
I mean, I
Go
will.
ahead,
I'm trying to
Beckett,
be
make
quiet.
a perception check.
Alright. Oh, not very good.
14.
18. That's not very good for me.
Well, my roll was a 17, but my passive is 16, so...
So you're hearing one side of the conversation, and probably parts of Zach, because he's getting heated, and as he gets heated, it gets a little louder, and then goes back to quiet.
Yeah. I'm just going about my business, though. I'm trying not to look like I'm listening.
They got, they needed exactly 4 people. We found this job. I don't know.
Then why'd you say
Ever
yes?
since- Because they were paying 200 gold per person.
Well then,
And we needed to go home anyway.
yeah. I'm getting
I don't-
mixed signals from you right now, brother. I'm not sure if you're happy about this job or not.
I'm happy about the money. But,
Uh-huh.
look, we just need to... I have to...
Yeah, I know.
And... those people could show up, and how do we know that Beckett is not the people?
Why would he be one of those people?
Why would he not? He has a dragon!
And shouldn't that dragon be dead if we're going to correlate? The last time they came across a dragon, they killed it.
What? Because they wanted this. What if this is like a baby that he took from under the killed?
Wait,
Do you know what
And
he
I
was
can
looking for?
hear Dumka, right?
Yeah, you can hear Dumka.
I don't mean to interrupt. Nor do I mean to eavesdrop, but do you have any questions for me that might make you feel a bit better about my presence here?
No, we asked all of the questions that I wanted to ask you when we were at the tavern.
You know you're not being as quiet about your discussion as you think you are.
I'm not a quiet person. But
I'm gonna write that down in my notebook that you admitted that.
that is not something to take notes about. I didn't have a lot of good sleep last night, and perhaps maybe the news of the attacks, this is a very well policed road as far as I know. I used to travel this road as a child. So I'm a little on edge. That is all.
About me?
To a respectful amount, I'm sure that you can have your reservations about us. You haven't done anything that would insinuate otherwise. This is true.
He just smiles. Throws another rabbit to her.
That's fine. What I would love Dumka to be able to say is, I'm cursed to think that someone is actively trying to kill me.
I know. I figured that's what was happening right now.
Yeah.
For everyone at home, I like to welcome new players. I'm just cursed.
This entire time, I think Reksha and I are just like staring at each other and occasionally like looking
Right.
at them as
Yeah.
we're like kneeling over this club, just like.
No, fine. Okay. I am
why haven't-
obviously stepping some sort of line.
No, I'm genuinely just asking if you have any questions, because if you're paranoid, you have every right to be. I'd like to assuage those fears.
How does one go about having a drake as a companion?
It was gifted to me.
By whom?
Well, I suppose I'm not helping with the paranoia here, am I? By a dragon.
Well, that sounds like a story and a half.
Perhaps one day. I'm only trying to give you enough information to assuage your fears.
It does actually help to know that it was given by a dragon.
Alright, so it can't be the same people, right?
It sounds
That'd be weird.
fantastical, but then again, I shoot lightning out of my dragon hand. So
You do that.
I do that. Okay.
Okay?
Good?
I apologize. What was that?
What was that? I knew it!
I'm back on!
It sounds like lute music.
I'm back on it. What the hell? I'm just kidding.
You all finish this conversation, and I'm assuming most people are going to lay down for the night's rest.
Yeah,
Is
Beckett
anybody
will take a
staying up?
watch.
You're gonna take a watch? Okay. Zach, you're gonna because you
I'm
tranced
staying
on
up
the
all
way.
yeah, I'm staying up all night.
Okay.
I
I'll wake
did.
up for a second watch.
Okay.
Like if we're gonna set a schedule beforehand.
Now,
I
Beckett,
don't
did
take
you want to stay up
watches,
for?
as we know.
Did you want to stay up for 4 hours, or because you also trance? So did you want to?
I'll stay up for the 4 hours, and then I'll do the rest of it. Will be my. So I'll take the first watch, I guess.
Okay. So, Beckett and Zach, go ahead and make perception checks for me, or you can give advantage to one of the persons. It's up to you. But both of you all are pretty good at perception, so.
You say that.
Not today.
Not today.
10.
14.
10.
Well, you have.
You do have an inspiration.
Yeah, you have an
Still.
inspo.
If you
Oh,
wanna.
If you wanted to use it.
That's probably a good idea.
Or
Or-
save it.
I'll save it
or
for the
your
second
pet.
watch. I'll save it for the second watch. Because this is the first
Okay.
watch, right?
This is the first watch, of
For-
the first 4 hours.
Yeah. So this is the first. I'll save my inspo. 14.
Okay.
It's not that bad.
Okay.
Well, tonight is actually seems like it's getting close to being a full moon, and it is because of that. It is quite. You have a lot of light from the moon and the stars, and as you're keeping watch, you hear some critters in the distance. You hear some rustling of some grass, but as you get up to go look, you don't see anything other than like a small rabbit or squirrel running in the distance.
Alright, I'm gonna keep Paws stationed on top of the tent of the couple.
Mhm.
And just kind of tell her to keep watch over there for now.
About 2 hours in, you do see Dumka wake up from sleep.
I was just
and
going
start-
to ask, because
start
she's going to be
looking
watching
around.
Dumka.
Yeah, just start looking around in the distance.
No wonder
Thinking
he's
someone's
always
watching.
tired.
But then,
And then there's
eventually
the whisper into my neck to go
Yeah.
send Pick out.
you see Pick take off into the sky also. Kind of flies, starts flying, kind of how Paws was doing. And Dumka goes back to sleep.
Pause. Stop. Pause is
This
screaming at me.
periodically this periodically happens like about an hour afterwards also. Dumka does it again. Wakes up, jolts around, looking around at the surroundings, goes back to sleep.
Is anything triggering it? That like, can I make a correlation? Like, is there a certain sound that's like getting him jumpy, or is it just like on a schedule, like every hour he's waking up?
Fortunately, with that perception check,
Can I do
It's-
an insight check?
Not
Fine.
this. On the next watch.
Okay.
If you want to, you can do something like that if you would like.
I understand. That's
But
fair.
yeah, unfortunately, I mean, there might have been a sound once, like every once in a while, that would startle him awake, but you can't really tell. But the first 4 hours comes to an end. Beckett goes to sleep. Did you want to wake anybody up to stay up with Zach for the rest of the?
I think Tremayne said that they were going to take the second watch, so wake Tremayne up.
So Tremayne also gets up. And you all can make another perception check for me if you would like.
You know, I will assist. Wait, but if Zach's watching Dumka, no, I'm gonna make my own roll because then if you're focused on him, then you're not watching like what's going on, right?
I mean, I am watching what's going on, but like I want to try and like when he wakes up, I want to try and be more attuned to one, how much time has passed, and two, if there's been any noise when he does it. So he is listening.
You get the sense that it was just because of the low roll that Zach had is the reason why he couldn't figure it out the first time. So
okay, then if I can give advantage,
Sure.
then I will.
you can give advantage to Zach if you would like.
All right, it's better. Was math 14 plus 7, and I
21.
21. You know what? Let's. Oh, that's good. I'll hold on that.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, you continue your watch. Tremayne, it is a beautiful night as you wake up to the beautiful night sky, moon overhead, and again, you hear a few critters running by, nothing out of the ordinary. About an hour into this watch, Dumka again wakes up, looks around, wakes up for about 5. Each time he's done this, he's only up for maybe 5 minutes, and then goes back to sleep. And then doesn't seem like there was any sound that would have woken him up this time.
He probably he probably does write in his journal because he always is writing in his journal. So maybe he writes something in his journal and then he closes it and then he tries to go to sleep again.
Okay. Yeah. So every time he's woken up, he's written something down, but other than that, just went back straight to sleep.
I will like
but
make
also
eye contact.
Tremayne also saw this, so
I'll make eye contact with Zach after he goes back to sleep and just be like, and I'll be like pointing at Zach, point at the book.
Yeah, I'm gonna stealth over there and try and see what he's writing in his notebook because I wanted to get some insight into like, is he having dreams? Like, what is he?
make a
That's
stealth
where
check.
I'll start like doing the assist of like making rounds for watch.
Okay, I'm going to add in. I got a 13 plus 8, but I'm gonna use, I guess, inspiration for the d6.
Okay. Sure, if you want.
What do you mean?
That's 23 total. Stealth.
I'm assuming you do not have a passive perception check of 23, Dumka.
It's 10. I couldn't physically even with a natural 20 be aware of my brother.
Oh.
Yeah. So you walk over, snag his little journal that he has, walks back over to where you're sitting by a campfire, start to read. What is what is
like
the things?
the last two things where I saw him writing. I'm not gonna go back. I'm just gonna see what he's like writing when he wakes up.
Well, why don't I just read it? So, Beckett says that he got this drake from a dragon. I would say it's hard to believe if we had not spoken with one so recently. However, the connections just seem too on the nose. I fear he is one of them. I fear he is going to tell them when we get back to Port Zoon. What if he does something to Zach? What if he does something to Mom? And then there's other things of like, second watch. He's making his own watches. Second watch. Pick says that there is nothing on the horizon, but I am sure that they are following close behind. Could it be even possibly the members of the tribe? Did the Twilight Strand follow us through the trees?
Dumka's always been kind of paranoid, but this is even out of character for Dumka. So
yeah, I know my brother.
Borderline craziness.
This is like obsessive paranoia.
I mean, if you flip through,
he does. At this point, he does.
If you start flipping back, you see that it's all of this stuff. He was suspicious of this kid. He was suspicious of the people in the tribe. He was really worried when he was sure that they cast some spell on him when they took his hand to be able to track him.
Okay.
And it goes all the way back through the temple. Definitely with the like guys in the temple, and then you get to like the half unfinished page, which he must have been writing when we took the short rest. After killing the druid in the fog, where it's literally just, they are watching me, they are always watching, are they watching? They will kill me, who can I trust? Is there an escape? They know something, don't they? Could it be Cameron, was one of the things he wrote. What do they know? It literally just looks like that.
Wow.
Is it like completely different before that point?
Minus my out of character notes talking about my madness. Literally before that, it's like
Pretty
he
well
does
done.
little, like he does like little drawings and stuff. And you know that he always doodles. And he also stopped doing drawings afterwards.
Yeah, something's definitely off with this notebook.
How long would you? Did it say that?
How long would you have kept this notebook for?
Well, if I know he's waking up like roughly every hour, I would read it for about 30 minutes, like just to get like the full gist. Make sure I'm not missing anything. Slide it back.
Replace it.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. You do. And not maybe 40, 50 minutes later, he wakes up again. Because with some more scribbling in the book, goes back to sleep. Tremayne, are you going to wake anybody else up for a watch?
Yeah,
or
I'm gonna wake up Reksha because I just think it's a good idea that we have 2 people on every watch.
Me.
So I wake him up and I just like kind of like, I'm gonna just, maybe you should talk to Zach. I don't know, something weird is happening, but I don't really care. I'm gonna go to sleep. Weird.
You might care.
wow. Being honest, yeah.
Tremayne is honest.
Noted. I suppose I'll go talk to Zach then.
Okay. Go ahead, both of you all go ahead and make me a perception check really quickly, and then you all can
Natural
have
20.
your conversation. Nice.
So 27.
17
Okay, so
plus 6.
you both keep watch, and it seems just like your typical night on the road for this night. It doesn't seem anything strange or out of the ordinary except for Dumka.
Yeah.
For this night's watch. But go ahead and be my guest.
Just kind of like comes over and like plops down next to Zach and is like, Tremayne told me to talk to you about something that's been going on with Dumka.
Yeah, I don't know what's up, but I read his diary. But it seems like since that encounter with that weird druid stump dude, he's been getting obsessively paranoid of everything and everything. And he's waking up like every hour or two, like he's not getting proper sleep at all.
Would I be able to, because it was pretty obvious that maybe that what happened to Tremayne was also linked back to that, so could I also link the paranoia maybe?
Yeah, you could draw that conclusion that there might be something affecting him that was also similar to what was affecting Tremayne. Sure, you could totally draw that conclusion.
Reksha would kind of be like, do you think it had something to do with the fog that also made Tremayne all?
Yeah, I mean, it was probably connected to that weird druid fuck, right? So, yeah, that seems about the right timeline in his diary.
And also it would be harder to notice because paranoia isn't that overt.
And, the thing with people, like, I get it, but like, this was happening before then. At least the book says that.
Interesting.
He was even scared of a kid.
Yeah, that doesn't make sense. Not even Dumka would be scared of a child.
I would hope
normally. So we should take him to one of the clerics when we get back. I feel like
this is like becoming a habit after every mission. This is not sustainable for making money, Reksha. Like, we gotta do something. We can't keep just spending money curing ourselves.
Well, we also can't just let him be crazy.
I know, I'm just saying, it's just, like, it's a habit now, right? Like, this is...
I'm sure it will continue to be a habit as the jobs pick up in intensity, but on the bright side, we should be making a little bit extra money from this job.
That's true, yeah. He'll be happy about that.
So it won't hurt our funds as much, I'm sure.
Yeah, we got some money in the Iron Line, so if we absolutely need to, we could dip into that. I guess that's our medical expenses at this point. You're supposed to be quiet.
Paul's comes flying down, lands on your shoulder.
Can I help you?
When I will practice more with my own magic so that I can be able to personally deal with things like this in the future.
Yeah, that would be appreciated. I'm sorry you're kind of stuck in that role now.
It's no problem. I do love helping people.
I can tell.
Smiles. Would you like a snack? It seems like tonight is going to be rather uneventful, unfortunately.
Yeah, I agree. Just keep watch. It's like probably another 30 minutes. Just watch them.
I will. I'll also make something real quick. And kind of like starts pulling out cook's utensils.
Pots and pans in the middle of the night. Oh, sorry, did I wake you?
Always hungry.
Yeah, another hour or about another 2 hours pass. Dumka wakes up again one more time during this period of time, and the sun starts to rise.
And again, there's no noise that wakes him. He just does it automatically.
Yep.
All right.
Does it look? His eyes shoot up to the horizon, like to the horizon of his view, and just like looks around, basically all around. Seems like he's. Yeah.
I would say because his powers are by his emotions, he literally shocks himself awake.
Oh, buddy.
Yeah.
There's his powers can interact whether he's asleep or not.
Yeah.
And so his nervousness is causing his powers to want to try and defend him.
Like jolting yourself awake, like...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. He basically has he gets nervous, so his powers react, and so he zaps himself and he wakes up.
Alright. Zach will remember this. Stowed away for later.
If we don't get this fixed before next level up, I'm taking the alarm spell just out of he would be doing
nice.
it. And I don't want to have to do it, but he would.
So, as morning comes, the sun rises, and the tent with the couple in it starts to rustle. They wake up, see Reksha and Zach keeping watch. Good morning. I'm assuming everything went fine since I did not wake up to any commotion during the night.
Yeah, no trouble. Pretty quiet night.
That's good to hear. Well, we will pack up our tents and be ready to go after breakfast. So, I would suggest doing the same.
Nap.
Fantastic.
So, they pack up their tent. You all make a small breakfast, whether that be rations or the rest of the rabbit that you might have caught the previous night. Whatever you would like to do. Have a nice meal. And then you set off on your journey again. So, who's keeping watch for this day's travel? Is it Reksha again?
I mean, I don't mind doing it again.
Okay, go ahead and make your
Zach's
perception
sleeping.
check.
Do it.
Zach's trying
Well, I
to
was gonna say Dumka would be doing it just for his own benefit.
Okay, sure. You can make a perception check for me too. Victoria, would you like to roll the d10 for me?
Yeah, I can roll it. What?
A d10?
8?
Okay.
8 bandits.
Yes, 8 bandits
8
come up.
Tarasques.
8's a good number, though. It's a good number. It's fine.
I got a.
I
Okay.
rolled.
What was the
Nice.
perception checks?
Mine was 19.
12.
12? Okay. So as you're traveling, the day starts off relatively nicely, just like the previous day. However, the weather starts to turn a little for the worse. It starts to rain slightly, not a full downpour by any means, but unfortunately, you all will be getting wet in the day's travel. That smirk, Kristy.
Sorry! I didn't say anything! I just smiled!
Uh-huh.
I didn't do it!
However, it is not enough to hinder your travel, fortunately. But you do have a miserable day of travel through this light rainstorm. And I will need everybody to make a Constitution saving throw for me.
No. I don't wanna.
I rolled a natural 20.
I rolled a
Huh?
natural 19.
Okay.
3.
22.
Yeah, so
Heck
22.
What was Dumka's?
22.
Okay.
No, he's
So,
gonna get a cold.
Unfortunately,
We're gonna have to inside our sleeping bags with us and keep him warm.
Right?
this day's travel has been very harsh for you.
Okay.
And unfortunately, you're gonna get a point of exhaustion
Okay.
for this next leg of the journey.
Fair enough.
So that's a disadvantage on all ability checks, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
But everybody else succeeded, and they did not take the point of exhaustion, so that's pretty nice.
Dark's like, how dare you all?
The next
Look
day
for
of the
that,
journey is starting to come to an end. The sun starts to set. It is still currently drizzling, so this might be also a pretty miserable night also for rain and watches. So, what is watch situation going? Are we doing the same
thing
order?
for me, anyway. I'm up all night.
Okay, yeah, because you took your
I took
your
my
trance
trance
before.
in the morning as we were started, pretty much
Yes.
for the next leg of, until we get to Port Zoon, he will stay up all night, sleep the 4 hours when we wake up, the first 4 hours of travel, and then be awake in that cycle.
He's on Kristy's sleep
He's on
schedule.
Kristy time!
Yeah. So, first watch then, Beckett, are you going to stay up with Zach
Yeah.
again?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so both you all go ahead and make a perception check with disadvantage this time, because it is
Okay.
light rain.
Fair.
I mean, technically Beckett already had
One
disadvantage
more.
because of exhaustion, but...
13.
22.
With disadvantage?
15 and a 16, bitch! Plus 7.
Yeah, I rolled
Why don't
a
you just roll high?
7 and a 10. And I have a +6, so.
Damn, high whiz!
So, this night goes by, or this part of the night goes by relatively unhindered, except for the drizzle of rain. It's kind of hard to keep a campfire going. You have to keep relighting it if you even want to have one tonight. It does start to get a little chilly from the rain and also being nighttime. But the first 4 hours of the watch goes by unhindered. You waking up, who was the next? Tremayne?
Tremayne, yeah. And then
during...
I settle in, like, to the Saren is, like, curled up on the ground, and I settle into her and pull her wing over my head.
I kind of, like, lean over as Beckett's getting comfortable. Like, do you mind? And I kind of, like, offer paws to snuggle up under there, because she looks miserable in the wet, and she's just like, ugh.
No, of course.
Before Beckett goes to sleep, I want to be like, hey, can I ask you a question?
Oh, yes.
What's your horse's name?
My horse's name, I have it written down, is Thade.
I have a horse. Her name is Sapphire, but I didn't bring her here because we took a ship. I just wanted to know. I like horses.
I do. So you're a horse girl, then? No, I'm just kidding. I like horses too. I like all manner of animal and beast.
Only like horses.
Fair enough.
Just horses.
Just horses.
Sleep tight. Bye, man.
It's okay, I'm a cat boy. What does that say?
I'm a dragon boy.
We just have all the pets at this point.
I'm also a dragon boy.
We have all the pets.
Is Reksha the only one that doesn't
have a pet? Yeah, I think so.
Dang, we need to get him a pet. We're just gonna find a gelatinous cube for Reksha.
I don't know if I want to get that because I still want people to come over, and Dumka's not coming over if I have a gelatinous cube as a pet.
Yeah, literally his number one fear is gelatinous cube.
And then that will take
go ahead and
watch.
Yeah,
but
go
I'll
ahead
assist.
and make a. Okay, so Zach, this will be a straight roll.
All right.
Reksha can make a little construct.
Make a pet rock.
1 + 7 is 8. Bitch.
Oh.
Oh no.
Zach is a good scout. I did it. I did this too. I'm so sorry.
Why do you jinx everything?
I'm so sorry.
It's fair.
Yikes.
Do you have paws to help?
No, she's soaking wet and cuddling with Beckett.
That's right, Tremayne was helping.
And Tremayne's helping me.
I was probably there like the whole time, slowly inching closer to the horse, being like, "Do you think Beckett's gonna care if I like go over and pet that?"
Just leave
and
it.
It's probably managing that and managing the fact that Dumka's probably waking up more with like the rain and shit. And
yeah,
like,
I'm distracted.
He's at his limit.
Yeah, I'm at Mogenkai da.
So, yeah, this watch is either you didn't notice anything or it was just another normal night.
I don't like that.
Round of watches.
Did we get robbed?
Here it is.
So, your watch goes by, nothing interesting happens, unfortunately.
Okay.
And
who's next?
You go wake up Reksha? Is that what you're doing?
Yeah. I say goodnight to you said Thade?
Yeah, Thade.
I say goodnight to Thade, and I wake up Reksha and I go to sleep.
Thade with the fade.
I'll go do my rounds.
Alright, so you can both make perception checks or aid one or the other person. It's up to you.
Let's just do our own. I don't trust myself right
disadvantage
now.
on disadvantage because it is still light rain. It is starting to let up, which is a good sign.
16.
Okay.
Oh my god. 15 + 7.
Yeah.
22. Jesus. Took me forever to do that. Okay, so the rest of this night See Dumka, of course, wake up a few more times. But really, other than that, there's... About an hour in, the rain stops. And you start... Sun starts to rise. And it is the next morning. Same thing happens this morning like it did the previous. The individuals in the tent come out, greet you good morning. They go to take inventory of their wagon, just like they did last
Oh no!
the other morning.
Oh god.
And
Did they really just steal?
about
Fuck.
10 minutes into
Oh no!
checking their material, you hear them. You hear
We had
oh
one
god,
job.
what was his name? Sorry. You hear Thorson yell out, "It's gone!" Where? And he comes shooting out of the back of the wagon. There is something missing from the back of the wagon.
What?
Who has it?
What's missing?
It was a crate with the guild's symbol on it.
A whole crate?
A whole-
I don't have a whole
a
crate.
large crate. We don't have a large crate.
Then where is it? What happened? I paid you to keep my materials safe.
You did indeed.
Well, luckily, it rained, so the ground is a little muddy. Maybe it'll be easier to find what happened.
Yes.
We were all, multiple people were up the whole night.
It would
No
be better,
one-
or I will not be paying any of you. That crate is very important.
There's an entire cart left. Okay.
I can track. Well,
Go ahead and make a survival check for me.
I
And
don't
this-
have a point of exhaustion anymore, correct?
You do not, because you succeeded, or
Okay.
you
Took a slip.
completed your long rest.
Cool. That
Wait,
is
can I give Chel my inspiration?
You don't have to. It was a good roll.
Oh, okay. Well, never mind then. I'll save it.
22.
So as this individual says that there is a crate missing from the back of this wagon, you notice as he's kind of like holding it open, from what you can see, most of the crates that you've seen there are still there. However, you do notice that there is a set of footprints that lead up to the back of the wagon and then off in the distance out into the plains.
I will motion for everybody to come and look and point them out. I've got my bow knocked, and I'm gonna start following the tracks.
Oh. Dear.
I tell Saren to stay back and just keep an eye out
You telling the... Okay, so you're keeping Saren at the
at the
wagon?
Yeah.
That's smart.
Please hurry. Like I said, that crate is very important. I need it back as soon as possible.
We'll
I-
get it.
Put my fingers to my lips to him, and I'd like I'm doing it, and then I'm gonna start walking.
Start following the tracks out.
And I'm trying to be as quiet as possible.
Go ahead. Stealth check then.
I guess we'll all be. Are we all being
Yeah, I'll be-
quiet?
Are we all
That's,
going?
that's up to you.
I'm gonna follow for sure. Cause
Yeah.
I was up
hang
all night
back,
and didn't
like-
see shit, so Zach's like, this is kinda on me, I'm gonna follow.
I'll hang back at 30 feet, but I'm
Okay.
stealthing.
Yeah,
16
I'll
for
hang-
my stuff.
I hang back near Tremayne since we're both.
Clank, 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 clank.
25
Well-
stealth.
If
Okay.
all are, hold on. If all of you are going, I know the Drake is staying to watch the cart. Do
Yeah.
we think that's enough? What if this is like a lure them away and then
I
they
would-
attack the cart afterwards?
I would leave Paws behind and tell her to come find me if they are being ambushed.
Okay.
That is a good idea.
Well, because I know that I'm not sneaky, so if I'm
Okay, I'll tell her to go to
staying just-
you. Because you'll be behind us, so I'll tell her to go to you if they're being ambushed.
I think it might be a better idea, since I'm the one who has the healing stuff, for me to stay if someone tries to ambush the cart.
Okay. Do you want to stay back with Saren then?
Yeah, I'll stay back with Saren, just in case if they get ambushed and they go to take them down, I can heal them.
Reksha, if anything happens, you send paws after me. Please. I will be at the back of the group. I will come running back for you.
Can do.
Promise.
I mean, I figured we'd known each other long enough to where I don't have to promise.
We've never left one of our people alone on a job yet. So just promise, and I'll go. Okay. He doesn't look like he wants to go, but I'll go. Okay.
Luckily, with the rainfall the previous night, left the ground muddy and easily left tracks.
Mm-hmm.
The tracks lead. You follow the trail as it leads into the plains to the southwest of the road, leading towards the coast.
Uh-oh.
You start following this set of tracks for 10 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes.
Oh no. Is it gone?
40 minutes.
Oh shit.
How far do you think you're gonna want to go before?
How many hours do they got on us?
Yeah, can you tell how old the tracks are?
Can I see if I can see how old the tracks are?
Make another survival check.
15.
At this point, you start. At first, it was just one set of footprints. Now you're starting to see 4 others, also.
So it looks like they met up with someone here.
And it looks like this. At this point, you've been traveling for 40 minutes, and it looks like these tracks have been here for a good amount of time. But unfortunately, you can't really pinpoint the exact amount of time it's been.
I can't tell exactly how old they are. The rain might have washed some of it away. My best guess, I'd say maybe at least an hour, if not more, ahead of us.
Well, they're on foot. Is it worth it to keep going after them now, or do we double back and we can see if we can catch them by horse and cart?
I don't think we should bring the cart. I don't think we should.
Very hilly terrain. It's
include them, but I do have my horse.
Well, instead of trying to move slowly, I can kind of make the ground cover our tracks for a bit. If we want to try to move faster with that, I can do that for an hour. But we got to keep moving.
We're going to lose them if we stop. I don't think we should double back.
No. We need to move.
Directions. Okay. We don't have a... Are we going to tell... is the cart just going to wait there, then?
The cart can wait there. Do we want to send your Tressum back to get Reksha now?
Or a pick?
I think Reksha has the Tressum. It would be my pick.
Okay. Send someone back to get Reksha now so that we have them. I can leave Saren with the cart.
Could Reksha maybe bring your horse?
Yes.
To try and catch up with us?
Yeah, my horse is quite large. I'm sure that they can...
Yeah, it's... Reksha's still a medium creature. The horse can still carry.
Yeah. Yeah, that's totally fine.
Pick... I know that you cannot talk to Reksha, but if you can try it... Oh, hold on. I will rip a page out of my journal and I will say, Reksha, take Beckett's horse and just follow down the road. We can't turn back. Keep riding. Roll it up. Bring it to Reksha, Pick. Go.
And Pick takes off into the sky. So Reksha, Your friends have been gone for about 40 minutes. Would you have stayed at the cart for...
Yeah, I would probably have small talk. I'd be like, do you guys want lunch?
No, we don't want lunch. We want our crate back.
Well, that is being worked on, and I can also work on some lunch so that you're not upset and hungry.
I know. It's like leans back against the cart in a huff. Fine.
I would have told the pseudo-dragon in Draconic to just tell Saren just to keep them safe if anything happens.
Okay. We'll start like making something like super quick.
How fast does Pix fly? For reference?
That's a good question. Hold on, let me go over to pick stats. 60-foot flying speed.
Okay, so they're going to be moving about triple the distance you are moving out here. So they're going to get back pretty fast.
Yeah, in like 15 minutes.
Yeah. So are you all continuing to follow the tracks as you're waiting for Reksha, or?
Yes.
Okay. So about 15 minutes goes by, Reksha, and you see Pix flying in the distance. Comes over, lands right on your shoulder, and you see this little note that Pix has clutched in its claw.
Oh.
You take it and open it up to Dumka's note.
I will read it and then I'll look over at them. I'll be like, do enjoy your lunch. It seems that I am actually needed. And I'll kind of get up and I'll go over to Thade and I'll be like, because I know Thade can understand me.
Yeah.
Beckett said it is okay for me to ride you, so if you do not mind, and just kind of get on.
Get persuasion check? or animal handlings, I guess. If
I'm better at animal handling.
Yeah, either one would work.
And the kid is gonna stay and guard them. He's got 2 daggers.
Oh yeah, right. The kid's still at the cart.
14.
I wouldn't want him to come. So yeah.
Well,
14 is pretty good.
Yeah, the horse seems to acknowledge what you said and lets you climb on with no issue. Pix relays the information to Saren, and
I'll just give it a pet, and I'll be like, "Thank you. You're quite a beautiful horse." It just kind of like set off.
How much of a riding speed does the riding horse have?
Riding horse has 60 feet.
Okay, so it's about the same. So
yeah.
Would I'm assuming you're going full speed, Reksha?
Yes.
Okay. So it'll be about another 15 minutes for them to get back to you. So as you all continue down your path, about 20 minutes pass, and you come to this hill area. As you get to the top, Beckett, what's your passive perception? And Zach, what's yours?
16.
I know you two
17.
have the highest. Okay. Both of you notice that you start hearing voices in the distance. Sounds like it's coming from
my lips.
Yes, it sounds like it's starting to come from a valley that's on the other side of this hill. And you hear them saying, "All right, hurry up. We gotta get back to Port Zoon as fast as possible."
I look to Zach, like, do you hear that too?
And this is in common.
I saw them stop because I was walking 30 feet
Yeah,
behind. I also stop and I'm just there like waiting, like Mom's gonna find me on the Xbox. And I'm like, if they look back, I'm gonna point at the ground and be like,
hang on, I'm gonna roll something.
Like
Dumka's like,
trying to understand what
the spell. Sneaky spell.
an 8 for stealth, if that helps.
Have you used passive
Yeah,
without a trace?
No, that's what I'm saying. I'm trying to I'm pointing to the ground and being like,
Oh,
Yeah,
I see. You want us to get
I'm
closer to you. I
grouping up.
understand.
Yeah.
because you have to stay. I mean,
Within
Beckett
30.
wouldn't know this, but you have to stay within 30 feet
30
of me.
feet.
So Beckett's just looking back and forth
Right.
between Zach and
I step into the circle.
Once you're within range, I'll just do that, and then you would see Tremayne, like, she will touch the ground, and the earth, like, around her hand just kind of, like, ripples like water, and then it kind of, like, ripples out from her in 30 feet, and when you walk on the earth, it's like rippling water, like it just kind of falls exactly back into place, and I cast Pass Without a Trace.
Alright.
So should we add that to our old roll, or should we roll again?
I'm gonna go ahead and have you all roll again, since it's been about an hour since that first one. So go ahead and everybody roll another stealth check with plus 10 this time.
I never even rolled an original one, to be fair. God damn it, Dumka! I rolled a natural one!
Oh. So it's 11. Do you have a positive?
One.
Okay, so 12.
I rolled an 18 and a 19 at disadvantage.
Okay.
Nice.
31!
Nice.
I got
Oh
a
my
24.
I rolled really bad.
Okay, well,
I'm the stealthiest motherfucker here right now!
luckily it was a group check, so majority of you passed. So,
If it makes you feel better, Reksha's currently on a horse in a full suit of armor. So
this horse is in the workout.
You're gonna show up like Gandalf in the second Lord of the Rings movie.
So, what do you all want to do? You currently can't see what's making the noise. You can't see the individuals because it looks like they're over on the other side of this like hill range. But it seems like they're just right on the other side of this
So
hilly
I'm just
plateau
gonna
area.
quietly like motion and mouth, just like there's people.
Okay, so
And I'm gonna gesture with my bow, like I can.
Yeah, I'm gonna start moving ahead of them and scouting around.
okay, you going up to the top of the hill to take a peek over?
Mm-hmm.
So as you all do that, you see there's a campsite down in the valley in between these two hills, and they're not like steep hills by any means. They're not like cliffs. It seems like has like a 15-foot incline on your side and goes down a little bit farther on the opposite side. So a little bit difficult to climb it with the muddy soil, but other than that, it's not that difficult. But as you peek over the top, you see a group of 5 individuals. 4 of them are camping or packing up camp, putting out a campfire, packing up some tents, and one individual that seems like they are standing, like barking orders, basically. Go ahead and make a perception check. Anybody that's actually looking over this hillside.
I would have let Zach just go ahead.
Okay.
17?
Okay. You actually, as you're looking and taking like all of them in, you see that they are outfitted with different types of armor. Some of them leather, some of them more chainmail, some of them maybe like studded leather. A few of them do have bows, swords, and you also do see a crate that is sitting by a one of these tents that they're undoing. That you also notice that the Silverbone Smithing Guild crest is on the top of it, which you would know because it's the major guild from your hometown.
Alright.
Is sitting there at the feet.
I gesture at Beckett and kind of point out the missing crate.
I'll come forward and look now as well. How do you want to approach this?
How long do you think we got till Reksha gets here?
You can make an intelligence check if you would like.
Paul Revere out here.
Oh, that's not no. 6.
You're not really you're not really sure that like how Thade is going to do in the mud and how long it will actually take them to get here.
My horse is fast, but it's also muddy, so it's possible that might be slowing them down a bit.
Yeah. I mean, we
How
could
many
slow
did
them
you see?
down.
Do we want to just wait and watch, and we act when Reksha gets here, and if they, and he points down to the camp, do anything before that, then we can take action?
Yeah, it's probably the best bet.
So I'm
Make sure they
gonna
don't leave.
hunker down.
Yeah, try to
Like,
get like strategic.
I'm gonna crouch down like on the balls of my toes with I'm still got an arrow knocked just in case, and I'm just gonna watch.
Is everybody gathering at the top of this hill as they do this, or
I wanna get a
Dumka and
different-
Tremayne, are you?
I want to get a different vantage point 30 feet, like within the 30 feet.
Okay. Well, you can either go because it isn't like it's curved around there.
Oh,
like
okay.
it's like a valley. Like it keeps
All right, then
going.
I'll just
So I
stick
mean,
with
you
the
could go
group.
farther down, but you'd be farther away from them technically.
No. I'll stick as close.
Okay.
I'll be there waiting, also crouched, but with a giant sword.
So you all take positions, waiting for any sign of them leaving or Dumka arriving.
Reksha.
Sorry, Reksha. Yes, my bad. Another 15 minutes pass. Or no, 10 minutes pass, because it was 20 minutes to get here. Another 10 minutes pass, you start hearing clopping of horse in the distance.
Should someone...
As you hear this, the individuals also look up and start looking in the direction, because this area starts to echo.
So I
It's a
turn
very
to
loud
Tremayne,
echo.
and I start going like this to try to get him to stop.
Reksha, you start seeing your friends in the distance starting to wave and like give you hand signs.
Slow down,
Message in
Zora.
the chat. How do I ride a horse stealthily?
I'll slow the way down.
Wait, I have message. I'm gonna point at him.
Yeah.
And shoot him a
shit,
message.
I had that too. I'm
And
stupid.
just say, leave Thade back there and come here as stealthily as possible. Be as quiet as you possibly can be.
I'll definitely try. We'll leave Thade back.
So yeah, you jump off Thade. Go ahead and make a stealth check for me. As you send that message, you hear someone talk from the campsite below, and you hear, "Go check see what that noise was."
Fuck.
14 at disadvantage, so 13.
I mean, that's not
Yeah.
terrible.
If one is going to separate, then that is good.
I'll take him out quietly.
One starts to
Hanging up.
you start to hear.
I'm gonna like duck back a bit so that they don't see me immediately.
Reksha walking around happily. I am bait. I'm the bait. I am
I'm a bait.
the bait.
So let me
And then Tremayne and I can wreck the other group.
Yeah,
Just you
I
and me.
literally- I vanished. I like laid back into the mud and was just enveloped. Just like
I'll boil it.
the second Hunger Games movie.
this is a very crude drawing. I don't even know if you can see it. Very crude drawing. The star is the valley, and that is
Okay.
where the camp is. You all are up
Okay.
here on this the ridge.
Mhm.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay, so
So-
let's
what-
back up a bit so
Yeah.
that when he comes up over the crest of the hill, he doesn't immediately see us.
Okay. So you back down the hill. Is everybody
Yeah.
doing that, or
Yeah.
is Zach? Are you
Yeah.
staying up there to try and take him out quietly, or?
Yeah, I'm gonna try and like stay like flank, if that makes sense. Like go around him. Like if he's coming up this way, I want to be on an angle.
Well, you can be off to the side, but I mean, once he crests that view, there's not much. You're
That's
gonna
fine.
be wide in the open.
That's
okay.
fine.
Okay. So
I just want him to look more towards me and not to them, if that makes sense. Like I want
Gotcha.
his eye
Okay.
line to go this way, not that way.
so as
I'm holding.
this individual
an
starts
attack.
to walk up the opposite hillside, crests the top.
I am also gonna hold an attack with my arrow.
Okay. The top of his head crests the hill line. Upper torso, he starts to look around, notices you first, Zach. What would you all like to do?
Walk him across the face.
So go ahead and make an attack roll.
Lee.
Damn. That's how they used to do it at my old school.
27 to hit.
That hits, yeah.
It's so funny. He just walks up. He's like, "Who are?" Gets a try stab across the face.
It's literally right across the face. 8 damage. Stunning strike.
8? Okay.
Oh yeah, stunning strike!
Monk. Dope monk shit.
He's not even gonna scream.
Con
Natural
save.
20.
Fuck!
No.
I get another attack, right? I can hit him again?
Yeah,
Sure.
You get to,
So- I come around this way and then right back across
Back
the
away
chin.
the other?
Yeah.
Alright. Also, Beckett, if you would like to go ahead and loose an arrow, you can do that too.
Yeah.
I mean, you can wait and see if maybe the
19.
stunning
Actually,
strike-
I'll wait to see how this goes.
19 to hit.
That hits.
9 damage, stunning strike.
Okay. So hold on, let me get this. So that's, what, 17 total?
Get him.
14?
Fails! His body
Okay, he
locks
is
up
stunned.
as I crack him across the jaw.
This individual is still standing. However, he is stunned. So Beckett, if you want to fire an arrow, or do you want to?
No.
Okay. So this individual is still hasn't like fully crested the top of the hill.
I
Starts to
will,
fall,
however, quick
starts to
drop
slip.
my bow. Yeah, I'm gonna
Okay.
drop my bow and I'm gonna get in there and try and grab him and pull him
Okay.
back up the hill.
Okay. Go ahead.
Oh
make an
yeah, I was
athletics
just
check
reaching
for
out to
me.
grab his shirt at the same
Mhm.
time, so...
Both of you
You
just.
You said athletics?
Yeah, athletics.
Can I give him advantage if I'm also grabbing a shirt?
You made your 2 attacks,
Oh,
unfortunately.
fair. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
this
fair.
is in quick succession. So
You can do it.
19.
nice. Yeah, you grab this individual, pull him over to the other side, and let me see if anybody notices from the camp. Fortunately, no one notices from the camp. So it looks like this
Solid
individual
snake.
just walked over the hillside and is doing what he was told.
Quickly beat him into unconsciousness.
I like basically go up,
You have
grab him
6
around
seconds.
the chest, pull
Uh-huh.
him, and I'm just gonna pull him gently to the ground.
Okay. Well, he is stunned for 6 seconds.
Um,
Is there anything?
Oh,
Well, you've already attacked for the 6 seconds.
Mhm.
is that
Well, I
would
guess you
that be
would get to
considered
go.
my action?
He's stunned
since I
right
Yeah,
now.
that was your
technically- Yeah.
action. To
Yeah.
do
Could
that.
I? Could I
stab
use?
him?
Oh, I was about to say, ask if I could cast silence. So even if he starts screaming, nothing happens.
We can do this about the same time. Sure. You can cast silence on the group. Tremayne, go ahead and make your attack rolls.
Well, I'm casting silence on around us, so if he
Yeah,
starts
around.
screaming,
Yeah, because he's
I mean, it
in the
helps
group
make
with
it
it.
more
Yeah,
quiet
less
when I
sound,
stab
yeah.
the shit out of him.
You do have advantage on this strike, which
Oh,
technically
right.
I guess you should have had advantage on the athletics check too, but it worked out.
That's okay.
Yeah, you have advantage on the strike because of the stun.
Nothing's cacked. Hold on. Hey, that will probably definitely hit. Because I have a +1 now, so I get that's a 16 plus 8, 18.
Yeah, that hits.
24.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what? I forgot that I'm a fucking fighter and I can like do stuff to my. It's too late. I already rolled.
It's one guy. There's other guys.
Yeah.
7, 12 slashing damage.
12
the
slashing
first
damage. Okay.
And then
That
I think I
is-
get to stab him again.
Sure. Go ahead and make another attack roll. He is still
Yum.
breathing. However, your slash leaves a very sizable gash on the side of this individual as you just stab through his armor, and it has like no.
So
It
that's
seems like
a
it had no effect.
19 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
Ooh, that was almost max damage. 11 plus 5, 16 slashing damage.
How would you like to kill this individual as he is
I just cut
silenced?
his throat.
Okay. Yep. And
Damn.
this
Like,
individual
I stab
starts
him,
to.
and then I like grab his head and I.
He kind of like reaches up after the stun fades, and he's just grabbing his throat, and if he could make sound, he'd be coughing, and then just expires on the ground.
Reksha kind of like looks away a little bit, like, ooh. Okay.
I'm the only one that hasn't acted then, yeah?
Correct.
How many men are down there in that camp now?
You were told 5 originally,
Yeah,
so there's 4 left.
4 left. Out of character. You mind if I be a little reckless? Are we gonna go attack them, or are we gonna sneak this crate away from them?
I mean, Zach wants to go.
Because you guys are all completely hidden. My stealth is crap.
I mean, I'm fine with it. Zach wants to fuck them up, so I'm good with this.
They did take our crate, and
Yeah.
Reksha does like a good fight, so...
I like.
All right.
We are the more, like, compared to Waterdeep, there's no morals here.
Alrighty then.
I have morals. I'm a
Just a
churchman.
Bit, just a little bit, though.
I have morals. I'm a churchman.
What would you like to do then, Dumka?
In that case, Dumka's gonna come over the crest of the hill.
Uh-huh.
And Dumka is going to say, "You stole from the wrong people, you mother effers." And I'm going to basically do a little hop, and I'm going to use my movement to essentially slide down the wet grass of the hill.
Okay.
And while I slide, he brings his hands up and lightning bolt.
Oh god, okay. I'll say you could line up where you can hit 2 of them. Because they were still packing up camp, but you could definitely hit 2 of them. I would say you can either hit it. You could hit the one that looks like he's giving orders, and one of the other people, or you can get 2 of the people that are packing up camp. Which one would you like to do?
2 of the ones that are packing up camp. So
Okay.
he is sliding down across the dew. Electricity builds up from his legs all the way up into his hands, and then he just. And I'm going to just zap these people with lightning because you're costing me money.
What save is that? It's a
Dexterity.
right? Wow, they both rolled 10s. So
That's gonna
11.
be a fail.
Yep.
On both of them. So I'm going to burn a sorcery point to use my elemental affinity.
Okay.
He has had all of this pent-up energy in him, so give me 1 second. That's going to add another 4 onto this. That's a lot of 6s. 38 lightning damage
Okay.
to both of them.
So you said you were going for the 2 that was packing up camp.
Yeah.
This lightning bolt that you shot out just pierces both of them, like right through the heart, and both of these 2 individuals just fall over, and they are dead. They are just motionless on the ground, and you like see this arcing electricity like sparking off of their bodies.
Oh dear.
And he just, as the electricity, he just sort of skates down into the bottom of the.
So I'm going to,
and I draw Casimir.
I'm going to need everybody to make to roll initiative for me.
That was 6, 5,
Wow.
6, 6, 3, 1.
Yeah, that's
plus
crazy.
4.
All right, so 25 to 20.
17.
17. All right, so anybody else higher than 17?
I got 18.
18. Okay. So that is, you're going to be there. You are 17, Chel. Dumka, what was yours?
12.
12. Tremayne?
10.
10? Zach?
15.
Okie dokie. Cool. Let me go ahead and... They're dead?
Also, actually, just elemental affinity does not require a sorcery
Yeah.
point unless I want resistance to that damage, which I don't.
That's
so I
true.
still have a sorcery point.
Okay. And they're dead. Okay, so you've taken 3 of these people out before they were even able to do anything. So, first up is Reksha.
Oh god.
It's about 15 feet up this hill, before you get to the crest of it, to where you can see them, and then it's another about 20 feet down at a slope. So.
Okay. So 15.
Yeah, it takes 15 movement to even be able to see the individuals.
Mm.
And then I'll say if you want to make you could attempt to slide down the hill kind of like Dumka did. And actually, Dumka, go ahead and make me an acrobatics check as you're sliding down this hill.
Well, that's just even 10.
It's not. You start to slide down the hill and you almost slip at one point, but you're able to catch yourself as you're making this epic entrance down into the camp.
Shoots lightning at 2 people, and then he gets to the bottom and he goes, "Whoa,
I'm good." Yeah, but you made it down the path. If you want to make an acrobatics check to try and slide down the rest of the hill with your movement, you can do that.
Yeah, I'll try.
Okay, so go ahead and make me another acrobatics check also, and then you'll be within like 10 feet of these individuals.
Okay, 14.
Yeah, you also are able to slide down this hill. Unfortunately, that does use the rest of your movement, but
cool.
You
and I'm within 10 feet.
Yeah, you're about 10 feet away from the other person packing up camp. Probably about 15 feet away from the one that looked like the leader. Well, at least the one barking orders.
God. Gosh darn it. I don't have any of my spells for dealing with enemies that are outside of my range. So I think for now, I don't think they're going to last too long. I'll just try to tell the closest dude.
Okay. So that's and that is a
Wisdom save.
Wisdom save. Let's see here. Wisdom. That's a natural 20.
Of course.
Hey, at least this is happening on the saves, not attacks.
Honestly,
on their saves.
Honestly, I'd rather he natural 20'd on attacking me because I'm beefy.
Okay. You can do anything else? You have a bonus action. I don't know if you can do anything with your bonus action. Alrighty. Next person. Beckett.
Okay. I'm going to pick up my bow again. You said that the one that looked like he was the leader is still up?
Yeah, this individual is standing like in the center of the camp still.
Okay. I'm going to bonus action Hunter's Mark him.
Okay.
And then I'm going to take my 2 attacks.
All right, go ahead and make your 2 attacks.
With my bow. The first one is a 14.
Unfortunately, that misses.
Okay. Second one, that's better, is a 19.
That hits.
Okay. So that is an extra d6 on top of my d8. 11 piercing damage.
All right. Yeah, the first arrow, unfortunately, as you go to step up over this ledge, your foot slips and shakes your aim a little bit, but your second arrow hits him right in the shoulder, and it looks like it penetrated the armor he's wearing a little bit, and he has this arrow sticking out of his shoulder now. Do anything else? You have the rest of your movement technically.
No, I'm gonna stay at the top of the hill.
Okay. That is going to be, I believe, Zach. It is your turn.
All right. How far away from the top of the hill to the leader dude?
20 feet. 20 feet down.
Mm-hmm.
You can use. Well, I guess it would be about the same. So 20 feet down, and then 10 feet away is the closest person. If you want to get to the leader, it's 15 feet away. So
yeah, I can do that. No problem.
No, 35.
I can do that. No problem. I'm gonna go straight. I'm gonna go sliding down and slide right up to the boss dude.
All right. Go ahead and you run up, do a little acrobatic slide down this hill, and land no issue because of being a monk, of course.
Monk. And I'm gonna come around and I'm gonna aim for the clavicle area, like try and drop him a little bit.
Sure. Go ahead and make your attacks.
I don't know. That's gonna be 17 to hit.
That hits.
Oh, okay. 7 damage. Stunning
damage?
Says stunning strike, please.
Okie dokie. 1 second. And you said stunning strike. That's a con save, correct?
Yes, sir.
That is a 16.
Oh, he beats it. I'm gonna hit him again.
Okay.
Ooh, I don't think a 10's going to hit.
Unfortunately, no. Your second strike misses.
So I'm gonna use a key point.
Okay.
Flurry of blows.
All right. 2 more strikes.
I'm gonna come around. I'm gonna try and hit him underneath the kneecaps. See if I
Okay.
can put him down a little bit. Ooh, I don't think that. One is a 15 and one is a dirty 20.
They both hit.
All right.
15 is the armor class.
Oh. 17 total for both damage.
Okay.
And 1 more stunning strike.
That is a 19.
Damn it.
So as you run down this hill, run up to him, you unleash with a flurry of strikes with your quarterstaff, and then also with your fists and feet. You can do anything else? You technically still have a little bit more movement, I think.
I'm gonna move around him, so if someone wants to flank,
move
they
behind.
Can. Yeah.
Okay, gotcha. It is now this individual's turn. And seeing how you came running up to attack them, they are going to just they draw their short sword and they're going to attack you twice.
Me?
Oh, if you hit
Wow,
my
I rolled
brother.
2 18s.
Oh.
So 24 on each.
Yeah, those hit.
Okay. So I need a con save from you.
Oh no. On both or just one?
For both.
Poison
A
short
con
sword?
save.
Okay, so that's 2 17s. 2 15s.
17s. So you succeed on both.
Okay.
Alright, so let me get the... Okay, so that was a...
What's that con save?
14 piercing damage from the short sword.
For? Okay.
However, you feel this poison sink into you as you struggle to shrug it off. You are going to take half damage.
Oh shit.
But you still take some damage.
Alright.
Okay.
And... That's 19 points of poison damage on the first hit, halved, which is 9 points of poison damage.
Okay.
The second one, I rolled really bad on that first one.
Bye.
Wait.
Uh, 27 points of poison damage on the second hit, which is 13 points of poison half.
Okay.
So that's take 13 points of poison.
Okay.
How you looking?
Not good. Not good.
Oh, are we about to get some?
You might get
Phoenix
some.
moves?
Yeah, you might get some desperation in a minute here. All right.
With their bonus action, they are going to disengage
Rude.
and move a little bit away from, move 30 feet away from you, and they're starting to move up the other incline.
Oh God! Of course.
So now it is Dumka.
Did Tremayne have a turn?
Tremayne is
Roll the
last.
10.
Yeah, Tremayne is last.
Oh, that's right. I
last of the-
forgot I did that outside of initiative.
Yeah,
My
you did
apologies.
the lightning bolt outside of initiative.
Okay.
So
So can you give me just a really quick? So I blasted
two of these individuals.
The captain and this guy were lined up, but I chose to go after the other two. Yeah. So now can you just how far can you just give me distances and
okay,
angles
so
really quick?
The individual that you didn't fire at is about 10 feet away from you, and the captain is starting to move up the incline behind, like on the opposite side of the one you came down.
Okay.
So unfortunately, they wouldn't line up correctly if you're trying to line up another lightning bolt, which is what I'm assuming you're trying to do. Unfortunately, the angle wouldn't line up. But the other individual was about 45 feet away from you at this point.
No, thankfully, that is not what Dumka is going to try to do. Dumka is going to take some of that like latent electric energy that's just sort of sparking off of him and like going to like all the little bits of dew and rain, making little bits of steam around his hands, and he's going to try it. He sees Zach get hit a couple times, and he just is gonna ball up that anger, and that electricity is going to condense into a little ball in his hand. And he is going to toss the ball up into the air and slash the ball in half with Casimir and twin cast Chromatic Orb at 2nd level at both of these guys.
And is that an attack?
Those are to hit. It's to hit. So I'm going to roll against the lackey first.
Okay.
23.
Hits.
And this one's for the captain.
Okay.
That's not going to do it. That's 12.
Yeah, unfortunately that misses.
Okay. So let's see. Twin is... I did it at 2nd level, so that's 2 sorcery points. It is lightning damage, so it's going to get the extra damage on it anyway.
Mm-hmm.
The lackey is going to take... 16 lightning damage.
Okay.
Then I am going to move into melee with him.
Okay.
And I am going to quicken a booming blade.
Okay, and then you get to make an attack with that, or no? This turn.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, so go ahead and make your attack roll then.
Oh no! It's 9.
Oh yeah, unfortunately that misses.
Okay.
But it's concentration, so you keep booming blade on your weapon, don't you? Or is that not how that works? Is it not like a smite?
Booming blade is just a cantrip.
Okay.
So it's not. It's a cast. The spell effect happens while doing the attack, and if it misses, it dissipates.
Gotcha. Okay.
That's fine.
All right. However, this individual is already looking as your chromatic orb, your lightning chromatic orb hit this individual. He is not looking very well. Like, it's basically what picture in like those cartoons where someone gets hit by lightning and like their skeleton lights up for a second. It's kind of what happened here, and like this individual is starting to bleed from the mouth, and is not looking super hot right now. But
Dumka's a little ruthless right now.
All right, so that was your turn.
That was my turn.
Those people are dead. So Tremayne, it's your turn.
So if I run 30 feet like down the hill, I still can't get to anybody, right?
All right, so it's 15 feet up the hill, and then you can make an acrobatics check if you want to slide down the hill. If you fail, you'll land
do it.
prone.
I got really good acrobatics.
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead and
go for it, girl.
Oh, dirty 20.
No issue at all. You start to slide down, like plant your back foot down so you don't fall, and you're easily slide down this hill. This individual is about 10 feet away from you, though, still.
So that's all my movement?
Yeah, unfortunately, that is all your movement.
How far to the guy that wrecked Zach?
About 45 feet.
You know what? I'm going to spend my action to dash and run after that guy.
Okay, I'm
just
assuming
like
you're
a
gonna go
train.
wide around this individual, or are you gonna
Yeah,
risk the attack of opportunity?
No, actually, I don't give a crap.
Okay.
Hit me.
This individual will try and make an attack against
I want to
you.
get the most direct path to that guy that bashed Zach.
Okay.
Yeah. You don't get away with bashing Zach.
At the 2, so no, he misses.
Nice.
So he, as you run past, he's still kind of shaken up from the lightning the lightning attack he just took, and he swings wide as you run past and completely misses. But you move 30 feet. You're about 15 feet away from this individual now.
So,
Oh,
all I
all right.
got.
So it is now this other individual's turn that Dumka just hit with a chromatic orb. Let's see what he's going to do.
Hit me.
Yeah,
Go on.
he is just going to turn and run.
So
So you can make an attack of opportunity.
attack.
Yeah.
I'm gonna use Warcaster to do another booming blade.
Okay.
Instead of just a regular attack.
Sure.
Come on, Dumka. 16.
Oh yeah, that hits.
All right. So he's going to take 8 slashing now, but then he's immediately sheathed in booming energy. So if he's moving, it's gonna just go off.
Yeah, he's going to keep moving. So go ahead and roll the damage on everything.
Another 5 thunder damage. So total of 13. And I'm going to burn one of the charges of Casimir to also electrocute him for an extra D4, just because I'm really mad.
Okay.
For another 4, so 17 damage.
Yeah, as this individual goes to step away from you, you strike him in the back. The booming blade immediately erupts with this energy, and then also the spark from your sword as you swung zaps this individual, and just all these effects take effect right away, and he just falls over. You see, like, he is just completely messed up.
Zach, are you okay?
Zach is on one knee, but he's just, like, eyes locked, like predator to prey on the guy that just fucked him up. He's not even listening.
Okay. So we're back up to Reksha.
Yeah, so first of all, I'm gonna run 30 feet up so that he can't, like, get away.
Uh-huh.
And as I'm running up, Reksha kind of, like, holds out, well, first of all, before I do this, what kind of armor is he wearing?
This individual, oh, wait, that's not the right guy.
Yeah, Reksha.
This individual is wearing studded leather. So.
Studded leather. No.
You can do the short sword.
Anything.
You could do the short sword.
I can't do the short sword, but he can just drop it. I will, because it's automatic damage that takes effect no matter what. So
Okay.
I'll cast heat metal on the short sword that he is holding.
All right.
As I come up after him, he just kind of like looks at the short sword, on his eyes like start burning with like a blue fire, and the short sword kind of like erupts, and it's unavoidable as long as he's holding it. I'm going to cast it at 3rd level. He will take 3d8 fire damage. I believe.
And is that at the start of his turn? Or right away? Or
you
both?
cause the object to glow red hot. Any creature in physical object takes the damage when I cast a spell, and then if they're holding the object, they have to make a con saving throw on their turn. If they're holding it, they have to make a con saving throw. But it's when I cast a spell, they automatically take the damage.
And roll your damage.
Okay, that is 3d8. because he keeps trying to move farther away from me, and I didn't pack any range stuff. Ooh, that's high. 8. 19 fire damage from this sword.
Yeah, you see this as the sword starts to glow. You see like the hand that he's holding it with is starting to get really bad burns on the palm of his hands and starting to show some like fear in his eye. So, you gonna do anything else with your turn?
I still have a bonus action, I believe. So I'm just going to, at 2nd level, I'm going to go back and I'm going to go to Zach. And I'm going to just kind of, you're going to be all right and cast Healing Word at 2nd level.
You've technically already casted a spell this round. So
Oh, yeah, I can't do that. Yeah, I can't do that. So
He just sounds a nice thing.
yeah, you're gonna be all right.
You're gonna be okay.
You're gonna be fine, but like suffer. I'll heal you when I get the chance. Not right now. But yeah, that's my turn.
So Beckett, it is your turn. I think you're muted.
You're muted.
Which one is the guy that Tremayne is going after?
That is the leader.
So the
And
one that
is
I
the only-
100 marked already?
Yeah. And it's the only one that is currently still standing.
Okay.
Last person.
I'm gonna hold my action then.
Okay.
For if Tremayne gets to him.
Okay.
And like grapples him.
All right. You gonna do anything else with your bonus action or movement? Just to stay in put?
Nope, just stand put.
All right. Zach.
Do it.
Is this the time we see?
Zach fire action. Then we're about to have great teamwork with our new guy.
I mean, yeah.
Do it. Do it.
Shoot, you're
When the dice tell the
Give
story.
in.
When the dice tell the story. All right. Yeah. He was already pissed off about this whole job to begin with for who we're working for, and now these fucks. He's snapped. He's hurt. He's bleeding. So he gets up from one knee, and you see that he's holding his quarterstaff like even tighter than usual. His knuckles are going like white, and it starts to glow. And at first you think it's the staff itself, but then you see like flickers of like bright, brilliant flames coursing through his palms, and it just kind of like blends up to the ends of the quarterstaff, and it looks like he's just holding a staff made of pure fire, and he's going to rush this man.
Okay.
Dude, because just back here, like, Zach?
So you're running up and attacking him with the quarterstaff? Is that what you're doing?
Yes, sir.
All right. So go ahead and make your attacks.
Oh damn. So that's a 18 plus 8 and a 12 plus 8.
Both hit.
Alright.
Go ahead and roll damage.
Alright. I also get extra. Hang on. An extra 2d6. $23 damage total, all fire.
God damn.
With those two strikes, you start, as you run up to him, you start to see that the fear in this individual's eyes, and as you make contact with this quarterstaff, you feel like this individual is on his last legs.
I will use my last key point.
Okay.
teamwork is gonna. Aw, man.
Do you want me to stop? I can metagame this and stop.
Do what you want to do.
Do what you want to do.
I'll stop.
It
I have one key
Stop?
point left.
Okay.
I will hold because I feel like he is just like pressing. I don't think he even let go. He's pressing the fire into his shoulder blade.
Okay.
He is also
it is-
now on fire.
It's his turn. Now he's still holding this sword.
Mm-hmm.
So
Make a
what
save to
is
drop it?
yeah, what's this the save that you were talking about, Reksha?
Constitution.
Is this to keep holding the sword, or
I believe it's to
Yeah, keep holding it.
I think it's if you fail,
creature.
you drop it.
yeah, if they have to succeed on the saving throw or drop the object. If it doesn't, they have disadvantage. Until the spell ends, I can use a bonus action on my turn to cause the damage again. But if they don't drop the object, they want to keep holding onto it, then they have to make a Constitution saving throw.
okay? Well, they failed the Constitution saving throw, so they dropped the short sword. Seeing no way out, they are going to pull out a dagger from their waist and just going to attack Zach twice.
Oh, you
Bye.
butt munch.
I don't think either one of those are going to hit Zach, though.
Oh, that's true. I do have a high AC.
So, yeah, the highest is a 15.
19.
Yeah. So, he, in a point of desperation, pulls out this dagger and just tries to go for a quick slash of your neck, and then kind of tries to come back around.
I block it with the fire.
stabbing. And yeah, you just are easily able to deflect. And seeing how that happened, I mean, he's going to disengage and run away. He's gonna run another 30 feet.
No, you don't, buddy.
Oh, he's probably a rogue. Damn.
Yeah, he's a rogue.
No, you don't, buddy. Don't worry.
So now it is Dumka's turn.
Okay. Dumka's a little bit flabbergasted, but seeing him trying to get away again, I am going to, just in case he's got some, like, I don't know if he's got something in his back pocket, so I want to just make sure that we get this. I'm going to use a bonus action to convert one of my spell slots to give myself a sorcery point back. So I'll convert that with a bonus action, and then I will then immediately spend it in my last two. As Dumka says, "Don't let him get away." And I am going to, I point Casimir out in between Tremayne and Zach, and I twin cast haste.
Okay. So, and that's going to be the end of your turn?
That is everything I got in me. My lightning is...
Wait, who's hasted?
So gone.
Rain, it is your turn.
Listen, I just wanna execute this team move. So I'm gonna run, and then I think I need to use my action to dash.
Well, you're hasted.
You're hasted, so you're...
Speed, honey.
So
Yeah, you'd be fine. You'd only be 45 feet away from him.
And now I
And
have
he's like at the
3
crest
attacks,
of this
right?
next
Because
hill
I have
too.
The hasted attack, and I have my regular 2.
Yeah.
Correct.
I'm grappling. I want to grapple him and like turn him around.
So go ahead and make a athletics check. He's going to make acrobatics, of course.
I'm gonna use my inspiration on this first one. Just
We really just want the cinematic episode so badly.
I want it to be cool, you guys. 17.
It's gonna be cool.
Well, he rolled a natural 20, so 26.
I will grapple him again with my second attack.
Not as good. Not as good.
That's a 26.
12.
There it is.
I grab him and I like turn him around and like I really just want to like grab his hair and like pull his neck to the side, and I'm just like pushing him out, and I'm like looking at Zach and like into the distance at our new friend. I'm like, all right, boys, target practice.
So I'm gonna pop off my attacks then.
Yeah, you can let loose your attacks.
2 arrows in quick succession. Ooh. And he's still hunter's marked. 7.
Grappled, right?
You do get it.
Because he's grappled.
Well, Yeah, I'm gonna say this out loud just now, so I remember just in case. But my first rolls are 17 plus 8 and 16 plus 8. But
We'll say that both
those
hit.
were higher. Yeah,
Both
those were higher.
hit, so.
So 2 arrows. 5.
Ooh.
Oh, it stopped.
25 piercing damage.
Yeah, how would you like to do this?
So 2 arrows in quick succession. I aim exactly for the part of his throat that Tremayne was holding out for me, and just right next to each other, each of the arrows embed themselves into this man's throat.
Don't steal from someone protected.
And as you do, Tremayne, you feel the motionless body just relax and just go like dead weight in your hands, in your grasp. As you let go, just falls, tumbles down the hill back towards Zach.
And then I cup my hands over my mouth and I go, grab my arrows!
I'm gonna go over to Zach right now because I'm right next to him, kind of just
His fist.
looking at him, trying to see if he's okay. Also looking to see if his hands are still on fire.
His hands are on fire for a full minute. I can't turn them off. These are not key activated. These are something else. So, for a full minute, it's just flames. But he does, like, as he's, like, taking deep breaths, the flames just coalesce back into his hands and his staff is back to normal.
Yeah, that Reksha is not scared of fire. Reksha works with fire on a daily basis, so he's just gonna, he's going to put his hands over yours and cast Cure Wounds at 3rd level.
Oh, damn.
And just, like, do, like, breathing techniques, help you calm down, therapist style.
I'll run down the hill to everybody.
I grab the arrows and I run super speedily right up to Beckett. And I'm like, the arrows? It seems like you have passed the test.
3D.
Dumka
Take
collapses
the
right
arrows
where he
from
is.
you.
Dumka collapses right where he is, and he's seeing all of the people that he totally fried. And he's just on his like hands and knees, trying to breathe, and is like discharging electricity in a small area around him.
Yeah, you got 19 hit
Damn!
points back.
Thank you, Reksha. Oh my god. I was at
Well,
9.
kinda like,
I was at 9. One more hit and I was done.
Yeah.
yeah, kind of like looks
Yikes.
back and forth between the brothers, like, oh boy.
I'm gonna quick join Reksha with Zach, and I'm also gonna cast a Cure Wounds at 2nd level.
What does it look like when Beckett casts Cure Wounds?
I want to
Let me
know what the
roll
hunter's
first.
mark was. That's right. What that looks like.
The Hunter's Mark, when this person was marked, I should have just described it then, but they were engulfed in just like a green light.
Hmm.
Cure Wounds is 15 back.
Thank you.
And that's a little bit more gentle. He just comes over and puts his hand on your shoulder, and there's just kind of a warm yellow glow underneath his hand that you can feel, kind of just like, you know, the like feeling when you like do the finger thing on your head. Yeah.
Draconic.
Yeah. I'm also gonna look for the other 2 arrows I knocked off.
Sure, make an investigation check.
Yeah, after I healed and kind of just spent a little moment with Zach to make sure that he's not like gonna combust.
No,
I'm
it
gonna-
stops.
12.
Well, I'll say you're able to find one. The other one,
Okay.
unfortunately, is broken when you find it.
Fair.
I'm gonna go over to Dumka now and just kind of. Are you alright?
I'm okay.
For a minute, both Tremayne and Zach seize up from the haste spell for 6 seconds.
Yeah.
Charlie horse.
Yeah. When his haste wears off, it's like you just get static shocked for a quick second. Derek,
Yes.
I am the Dark Phoenix's biggest fan.
Uh-huh.
Literally know all of his moves.
Was that one of the Dark Phoenix's moves?
I would say you don't even need to make a roll for that. It seems very familiar.
So, if Reksha comes over to comfort, giving him a second to not get zapped from the discharge, what is Reksha doing? He just
literally just kind of like gets down on his knees next to you, like holding hands out if he needs some healing, which he doesn't think you do, but like just in case. He's just
not
like,
hurt.
"Are you all right?"
Yeah, I'm okay. And he like looks at you, but then it's just looking up at you, Zach, from down at the bottom of the hill.
Zach's just looking down
like-
at his hand. He's not looking at anyone right now. Shit.
You don't steal from the Iron Line.
You don't steal from the Iron Line. I'll go put my arm around you and do like the lift.
Okay, I'm shaking it off.
Let's get the stuff and make sure everyone's okay and return.
Okay.
Can I take a peek through the camp?
Sure.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, loot.
Yeah.
Sure.
Zach's
You can
gonna...
make an investigation check if you want.
Okay.
Two people can?
I'll aid. Yeah,
Okay.
we'll aid.
So yeah, you can have advantage on your investigation check.
16.
Can I?
Okay.
Tremayne,
Well-
if you want to look as well, I can help you.
Yeah. I'll use the sparkly and little dragon.
Sorry.
Little dragon.
When looting comes, everyone wants to talk. I know. I'm sorry.
No, everyone wants to loot.
Yeah.
Investigation 18.
Hell yeah.
All right. So you find the two individuals that Dumka fried each have a set of leather armor on, which is probably unusable at this point, as they have like this giant black hole through, like charred hole through them, the chest. They each have a scimitar and a light crossbow with 20 bolts each.
We need to fill our armory.
There is also each one of them. One's carrying 5 gold, and the other one is carrying 3 gold off of those two. The other two, the one that you knocked out and stabbed on the other side of the hill, had a mace and heavy crossbow. And the heavy crossbow, of course, had 20 bolts. He was also wearing leather armor. This one is undamaged. And he was carrying about 10 gold. And now this might not be like 10 actual gold pieces, but like 10 gold in like coins. So you can just put 10 gold down. The other guy was also carrying a mace. The one that Dumka was fighting also had a heavy crossbow with 20 bolts. And this individual had 8 gold on him.
Each person had 20 bolts, so we have 80 bolts total.
Yeah, if you're collecting all the bolts, you would have 80
Yeah, we are.
bolts.
We gotta outfit this shit.
You would have 100 bolts because the one that you killed with the combination attack also had a light crossbow and another 20 bolts.
Okay. How much gold was on the guy that I killed in melee?
8.
Okay. So far that's 26. Thank you.
Now, Tremayne, as you're helping search through the individual that you help kill with the crossbow, or with the bow and arrow, you notice a pendant around this individual's neck that you actually know what this is.
What the fuck?
This is
I know what something is.
this is a myriad pendant.
I will take it
Uh-oh.
and I will put it in my pocket. Preferably-
dear.
This individual was also carrying 25 gold plus a short sword and a dagger. Well, the sword would have been on the ground, but yeah, he had a short sword and a dagger. And this individual had studded leather. So,
Okay, I'm gonna take that and I'm gonna put that in my pocket so that hopefully no one sees it. I want to get it before anyone sees it.
who else? No, I would say Beckett would have saw it, because Beckett also got a high investigation check.
Did you roll advantage because I was helping you?
Who, me?
Yeah.
For
Because if I was
investigation, yeah.
because if I was helping you, then
Yeah, for investigation, I
I'm
rolled
there too.
advantage.
Yeah, unfortunately, Beckett did also roll a pretty good
Beckett
investigation,
rolled
so they would have saw that you pocketed this pendant without saying anything. Other than that,
He
there's
just
of
looks
course
at you, but he
a
doesn't
few
say
tents, a few tents that you could grab. Of course, the crate is still there.
Did they open the crate?
After inspection, it does look like it's been cracked open, but it's sealed again.
Hmm. Do we want to know what? Because they only went after this
One
crate
crate. And
out
when
of
the guy
that whole shipment.
when the guy talked about it, he was like, "Where is it?" And he seemed like very like convinced that this was something special. Do we want
Open
to
it.
peek?
Open it.
Yes, I want
Open
to
it.
peek.
Yeah, let's just take
Because-
a little peek.
Because if it's worth more than the 200 gold that we're being paid to protect it, that might be a renegotiation.
Technically, we're being paid 1,000 gold total.
200 gold, yeah, 200 gold each. We're being a thousand.
Let's peek. We peek.
So, you open up this crate,
I have a
And-
crowbar.
Hell yeah.
are almost shocked by what's inside this crate. It is filled to the brim with platinum.
Like coins or
Yeah.
bars?
No, coins. Completely full. This whole crate is full of platinum.
I look at Dumka. You got a rough estimate at how much is in here?
I do the dimensions of the box.
Make an intelligence check with advantage because
away.
it has to do with money.
Come on, Dumka.
Come on.
Give it to him.
17 minus 2, 15.
This crate. Let me bring up the thing for this really quickly. This money. This crate could easily be holding at least 1,000 platinum pieces.
Do we cut and run?
That's 10,000 gold.
Mm-hmm.
It's all. There's
I
nothing
think that's
else
is where
in here.
we'll take. I think that's where we'll end for
Oh, Derek, you know we're not the best people. Oh, Derek.
Oh no.
know. So yeah, we will pick this up in 2
Hold
weeks
on.
when we decide. Give the party some time to decide what they want to do with this new found information of what was in the mysterious crate. So,
Man.
but yeah.
Wow.
Wow.
Don't forget to check out Little Dragon Corp and Cardboard Castle Games. Please check out our YouTube. Check
That's
out our
2,000
Twitter.
Check out our Discord.
That's 2,000 a
And-
person. That's plate armor for you immediately. With 500 left.
Oh, this is
So-
bad. This is so bad.
Until
What have you done, Derek?
next time. Don't forget to add your proficiency bonus, and we'll see you later.
Okay, love you. Bye.
Bye.